I have no idea, but I love the bass drop at the end. It's very nice intro.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you.
Good evening.
I'm glad that you think it's a very nice intro.
Well, thank you, Ashley. Starting out the gate saying hi.
I mean, yeah, like
Welcome everybody to tonight's 167th episode of the FU podcast. It is April 25th, 2023. We have a special guest. Her name is Stacey Jo. She's a talented photographer from Texas who started her career in the modeling and acting industry. After working on many film and TV productions, she discovered her love for photography and switched to becoming a photographer herself. Stacey's passion for people and storytelling is reflected in every image she takes, and she travels across the country to capture special moments for her clients. Join us tonight on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and all the other 50 million channels we're on.
What about TikTok?
What?
About TikTok?
Actually, Ashley's, that's her domain.
do we have a live TikTok?
Oh,
Do they do it?
It's in beta right now. But you know all the stuff that's going on with TikTok, right? So it's kind of, yeah.
They are a bit of an iffy company.
Okay, well,
Yeah, so it's
I need to talk to Ashley then.
Okay. Without
Get
further
ready,
ado,
Ashley.
Stacey's here to talk about her journey.
Little shameless self-promotion.
No pressure.
And
How you
there
doing?
she is.
And there she is. And she's quiet.
Yeah, she's quiet.
Good
You know,
evening.
The mics don't pick up.
Hello.
There you
You hear
go.
me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
All right. Well, you just totally put me on the spot.
No pressure.
It's pressure.
Live for the millions of viewers.
Yes, to our live studio audience.
Yeah.
So, first question out of the gate. What inspired you to be behind the camera as opposed to in front of the camera?
I was more or less introduced to it unknowingly. So
That sounds suspect as hell.
I know. I'll just say,
So you walked into a house that had
No,
spy
no.
cameras everywhere, and you realized you were on the set of Big Brother. Is that what happened?
yes,
Sweet.
Like,
I wish.
is this
Nailed it.
they live streaming right now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I never, ever, ever thought about being a photographer. I never knew I was going to be a photographer. I never even thought about being a photographer. The passion was sort of there just because of all the, the exposure I had in acting and all that. But I never was like, I want to be a photographer. When you're a kid and everyone says, what do you want to be when you grow up? I would have never said photographer. So that's why I say, it was unknowing. It just happened.
Well, that's a good question. What was your ideal dream when you were growing up? Got you.
You see how
Yeah.
Okay, you want one or you want
everything
number one or number
connects.
two?
Everything connects.
Yep,
here,
yep.
you
Do you
know?
want the
How-
truth or the fantasy?
How about both?
Start with a fantasy. Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
fantasy?
Tell both, and we'll figure out which one's which.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be easy.
Audience, you can guess.
Audience
No.
can guess too.
Okay,
Yeah, for
my number one goal in life ever, I wanted to be a mom,
Uh-huh.
and I wanted to be an actress.
Okay.
So that's the two
So-
things? Or?
Was that the two things? Truth or
Fantasy.
fantasy?
Okay.
The truth. You want to be a mom. Bam!
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So what about
I would.
Or wait, are you lying?
what about acting? Are you acting now?
Wait, did you succeed in both?
Oh, so
Of course you did. She's a
See that face? She was like, duh.
yeah, she's a Texan girl. Of course you did.
So I was.
So that just goes to show you can have your cake and eat it too.
I guess so, but
Yeah.
I'm still obviously a mom for
Right.
life.
Well, I mean, you accomplished both the goals you set out to do. So then at that point, you're like, okay, well, now what?
Right. So photographer.
I mean, it makes sense because, that's actually how I did the opposite. So I was always behind the camera, and then I got into acting and stuff because I was like, you know what? In order to be better at film and, photography, I was like, I got to actually be in front of the camera.
I did do opposite.
I did do the opposite, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
'Cause I
my true
never-
passion is still photography. I do product photography and all that sort of stuff.
Best.
Yeah.
The
I
best
like
gig in the world.
I like product photography because it doesn't move.
Yes, I do product photography all the time. And you work at your own pace.
Yes.
You don't have to say anything.
No.
You don't lose your voice at the end of the day from over directing.
Well, I never thought about that part, but yes, you're absolutely correct.
I lose my voice every day around 4:00.
So,
I over direct.
so you moved from acting to photography, correct?
But I
Yeah.
still dabble in
Still do-
acting.
still do.
But my photography, thank God, took over so much that I literally had to choose,
Mhm.
and it was just the obvious.
Right.
How long were you actually in acting before you went into the photography? Before you made the transition? I know you're dabbling in
Yeah, tell us,
acting
walk us
still,
through your early experience.
Early, okay, because I'm old, so
You're not old.
I'm old.
I mean, no, you're not. No, you're not.
Trust me.
Everybody's here is in the 40+ club,
okay.
so I mean,
The
we're,
40 plus club.
Yeah.
You're in great
No.
company.
yeah.
No.
It was early. I just started doing auditions. I was in theater in high school, and I started doing auditions early. Graduated high school, got an agent. Just kind of started
Where'd you
Just-
graduate high school at?
North Mesquite High School.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm not
Mesquite.
Mesquite.
Damn.
I know. And then I went
And
to
you
Margo Manning
survived?
Acting.
And you're here to talk about it. That is a story in itself.
I was thinking the same damn
So,
thing was
listen
what
to
he
this.
was. You survived in North Mesquite?
Yeah,
I mean,
so
you
Yeah.
can survive. You just got to be.
I graduated from North Mesquite. My parents graduated from Mesquite.
Oh.
The original Mesquite.
Oh, damn.
They
The
were
OG.
seniors.
The
Yes.
OG.
It's generational. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So okay, fair enough.
So, yeah. I was-
Just so the listening audience, in case you're coming from other states and other areas, Mesquite Skeet is not exactly.
I haven't
Yeah,
been back.
They
Mesquite.
skeet with actual weapons.
Yes, that's
Yes,
that's
like
how they
true
ski
guns.
there.
Yeah, they're like skeet with bullets, like real bullets. Like
But that's not when I was there. Like
I
I said, I'm
mean,
old. It was good back in the day.
Back in the day.
I was
Tuesday,
Yeah,
by
kind
the
of like
way.
still was a bit.
I graduated Trinity High School back in the day, of course. Long time ago.
Back in the days of Jesus.
There was only one school.
That would yeah. That would make
we
that,
had
that would
stone
make
tablets.
Me
The
and, it would
abacus was
yeah.
our friend.
yeah. It,
We had to build it.
yeah.
Shit, that was supposed to be an I, not
Jesus
a
Christ,
D.
y'all! Can I say something?
Give me another
Yes.
tablet.
We're letting you.
So
We're
no,
just
you're
saying
not.
it. We're saying it for you.
They're not
No.
going letting him.
Sorry, go ahead.
She even agrees.
It's all right.
God,
All right, carry on.
now I forgot what I was
Stonehenge.
going to say. It comes with age. It does. So
What? Forget what you're gonna say.
fuck you, Andy. You asshole. Anyway.
All right.
Okay. So yeah, I graduated 86.
Okay, we were in high school
Hold on.
together,
So.
but I didn't graduate in '86.
So you
Willow.
were 86.
I'm not 86.
You're 85. 7.
88.
88.
Are you
So we're
trying
in
to
high
age
school
her over here?
It's,
God, people are going to do some math, bro.
Hey, you know what? Hey, it's okay.
2 plus 2 carry
just-
the 1. Get my
Just come
abacus.
out and ask.
Hey, you know what, dude? We're
He's drawn
We're the-
forensic
we're the
clues
same
and
age.
we
shit.
already know he's the young one of the bunch, and then you.
Oh bullshit!
know.
No,
For
no, no,
real?
no, 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 no.
Oh
no,
yeah,
no,
he's
no,
the
no.
baby of the bunch.
No, he's not.
Really?
No.
Wow, Andy,
Oh,
you're the baby.
so he is.
That
am,
that
actually.
person right there.
I look pretty old and scruffy. Like
You are old and scruffy. Well, never mind. That's me. So.
personality-wise, yeah, probably the youngest. Definitely. I I hit like 18. 15
All right, so
to
going back
18.
to what you were saying, your
Wait-
early.
Wait till you hit 50. Everything's downhill from there. Let me tell you.
I thought it was 56.
Fuck you, Devin.
He said as soon as I turned 56, it went all fucking downhill.
Well, I technically went downhill at 49 and a half.
I was going to say, wasn't it already downhill? It just got like.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah. Well, what do you mean no?
don't believe all the stories people tell you because it's different for everybody.
It is. It's different for
It is.
everybody.
I remember everyone telling me, just wait till you hit. And I hit 50, and I was like, what were they talking about?
Like, what are you waiting for?
There was nothing.
Okay, well, maybe 60.
Thanks for giving me something to look forward to.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can tell you more, but it's okay.
Got to sprinkle a little salt on everything.
Yeah, shut up. Okay. All right, go ahead.
So, can you tell us about your early experience? You started talking about Mesquite, and then you kind of got interrupted by squirrels,
Age.
by age.
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Your early experience,
Okay, yes.
photography,
No.
that led to your
I'm
career.
not in photography yet.
No, what led to?
My original question is how long were you acting before
Yes,
before you actually
that's
turned
it.
into
There you go.
A long time. So I
Quantify.
got an agent right out of high school, so I was 18, and I did not start photography until
Right.
probably in my 30s.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
that's a good while.
So was your agent in Mesquite area, or did you go
No.
Dallas, or where'd you go?
I had several. I had one in Louisiana. And
Oh,
then
wow.
One in Dallas.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So, but they changed. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't. I don't have the same.
Was it like one organization that had offices everywhere else, or was it like multiple organizations that you were working for?
Well, I was way back in the day. I was with Marquee Talent, which
Okay.
covered all the Dallas Fort Worth area.
Uh-huh.
And then I had, and then I went to what was it? Adams Agency, which it changed names, and then it went into Klutz. Was it
Hey.
Klutz or?
Face the microphone.
That's why. That's why I did. what
I
did.
know. It's hard. It really is.
You
'Cause
gotta
it's
like
you want to look
like
at
one of these numbers. Like
yeah. You gotta pivot around
gotta,
like
like-
yeah. There you go.
All right. Well, Stefan said hello, Miss Universe.
Sorry.
Stefan said hello, Miss Universe.
Hi. Who's Stefan?
Stefan
Halama.
Halama. Stefan Halama.
He said, "We can't hear Stacey. She's too far from the microphone."
That's
See?
why I put
See, even the
Oh my
audience
God, I
is
feel
yelling
like I'm,
at
like,
you.
right here. How close do I have to be?
You have to be in front of it.
Yeah,
Am I
yeah.
in front of it?
Yeah,
Right
now you
there.
are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now
There
we
you
can
are.
hear you.
Help me.
Right here. Right here. Like just like this.
That's it. We just need to break down and buy all these mics.
Yeah.
It's so much easier.
Andy, we need these mics, Andy.
You saved money on your house, right, Andy?
I mean,
Which congrats, by the
saved,
way.
but-
We were talking earlier, and the audience didn't get to hear, but Andy's going to be one of my new neighbors.
Yeah, I am.
So
Literally.
many activities.
We are.
Okay, back to Stacy. Fuck your
Me-
house.
Don't forget,
Back to
hey, don't
Stacy.
forget. It's gonna be Lindsay, the kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you. Jackson and Michael are gonna. Man, I'm just hoping we keep them on the straight and narrow, like living on the same street together. But yeah, no, she's really excited too as well. So
Heck yeah. I mean,
it's a
your house is awesome.
Is this Dallas? Where are we?
Lake Dallas, just north of Dallas. And
Yeah.
it's funny because I tell people Lake Dallas and they think Dallas has a lake. And I'm like, no.
It's just.
It's just because it's near a lake,
I mean, they have White Rock Lake, but it's not called Lake Dallas.
and there you can get white rocks around. Did I say that? Oh, my bad.
So what are some of the biggest challenges you have faced in your career, and how did you overcome them?
Well, COVID didn't help,
Right?
right? For a small business owner, entrepreneur, yeah, people were calling and saying, "I want to book pics, but are we going to get in trouble?" And I was like, "By who?"
Do I look like I work for the state?
I mean, a wig.
Do I look like I work for the government?
So what I did is I did porch photos, which the family would come out on the
Oh,
front
that's kind of cool.
porch.
That's very resilient,
Yes.
very brilliant coming up
That's
with that.
thinking outside the
Yeah,
box.
thinking outside the
Uh-huh.
porch
Keeping the
box.
business
Yeah.
go outside.
And I would stay in the street, and they would have their own little theme, like, kids bored on their laptop, mom and dad going crazy. Everyone had everyone killed it. All my families killed it.
Did
But
you
I
set
did
up the
like
shot, or
10
did
I
they?
did like 10 every Saturday.
Oh, that's awesome.
The word
Kind of word of the mouth.
Well, what happened is the moms of the neighborhood would post on their neighborhood Facebook page,
Yeah.
and then everyone's so bored.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, I want to, yeah, my family at 2, and then my family at 3, and my family at 4." And so I was shooting like 10 a day.
Nice.
So that's how I overcome that.
Well, I mean, you think about it, like being in photography, like you're still quite a bit, depending on what lens. I don't know what your favorite go-to lens, but that's another
I'm
question.
far away regardless.
Yeah.
And I would reassure them of that, but they're like, "But are we going to get in trouble?"
No, sign this waiver.
No.
You're signing your life away.
What are they gonna come do? Get back in your house!
I mean, it's not China.
Don't you stand on that porch? Like, yeah, no, that's.
But yeah, pre-COVID, we didn't know that was coming, but post-COVID, everything was kind of weird, but all that's gone. Thank goodness.
It's a lot of misplaced fear.
So what
when you
happened
hear stuff like
after
that,
COVID?
it's a whole different-
Well,
Like, how did
during-
that transition?
During
How did,
COVID, during quarantine, I revamped my whole website, so I used my time
that's smart.
appropriately. Yes, because I
Very
was
nice.
like twiddling my thumbs. I'm like, well, I'm just going to build my website from the ground up. I'm going to completely redesign, completely redo. So whenever it does lift,
Open up back, yeah.
then it's a new, improved,
Yeah.
and That
So do you-
saved me.
Do you take payments and stuff through your website or?
I have a booking tab on
Booking,
my website.
okay.
Yeah, and it dings my phone. So it was kind of scary because I was like, are photos going to be even important? Maybe that's something, the last thing people are going to want once COVID lifts. I mean, but no, people want
Yeah.
They wanted even more because
Yeah.
they realized how many people had passed and stuff, and they're like, "That's the last
I
time
have
I'm going to
some
see
really
them."
sad stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's very true. It's a
Yeah.
very good
So I was
point.
very shocked and I was very fortunate and very blessed that my business just kept going.
I mean,
That's awesome.
I hate to say it, but we live in a world run by photographs and pictures, and
Keep saying it louder.
it's true.
Say it again. Say it again.
That's
Say it for the people in the back.
people use it both for reality and also to fakely project a lifestyle.
Yeah, that they can't maintain.
But no, I mean the thing is there's always going to be an industry for that, especially in the world that we're living in, and it's because everybody wants that instant gratification, and
In
it's a
that
good
moment,
thing for
that
you
moment.
for sure. It's gonna keep your industry running. There's no doubt about that.
Well, like you, because you already talked about it. I mean, I just love it.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
I love my
I was actually
job.
going to address like what we were talking about outside, like why we started this podcast. Because you think about it, it's like whenever we're gone from this earth, like all of this stuff is going to live on forever. And they're going to be able to know what
Shit.
happened in history at the time we did the podcast. They're going to know what kind of bullshit.
All I can see is like enlightened, versions of us, along the lines of evolution of our
Yeah.
relatives living out there in space, and they're just laughing. And look at these dumbasses. They're gonna be like doing it telepathically.
Right. But no, that's one of the reasons why I love photography and video and stuff like that is because you're literally capturing time in a bottle.
Yep.
And you're going to have it. Your kid's going to have it. Kids are going to have it. And
Just like COVID.
way to bring it full circle, Andy.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Being a smart ass.
COVID coming back?
No.
Never left.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Yeah, there's a new one now that apparently gives you tinnitus.
Oh, yeah, it's fungus.
Is it a fungus?
It's a fungus.
Oh.
Oh, here we go. The Last of Us.
Yeah, I was going to say, all because The Last of Us came out. Now all of a sudden we're going to die of fungus.
You know what? I don't want to hear
Fungus
it anymore.
among us.
Good. Damn it.
Fungus.
Squirrel.
Fungus.
Okay.
I'm not going to make it political, so it's okay. Go ahead.
I
Go
gotta
ahead,
ask.
Andy.
So when you went from acting to photography, was there like, I know you said that it was like a surprise or you weren't really expecting to get into it, but was there like an aha moment, like, yeah, this is what I'm going to be doing? Like, is there
Yeah, I want to hear about this surprise.
like,
Surprise, y'all, camera.
like, you know what, this is worth my career change, like,
Okay. Do y'all want the truth?
Yeah.
or the fantasy? No, just
Well,
don't make
okay,
us
so
do we gotta guess again?
The truth would be good.
We want
I
the
like
truth
this
on
guessing
one.
game we're playing.
I'm gonna tell y'all, like,
This one I'd recommend the
I'm gonna
truth.
tell y'all
If we got to
this.
have her on more often, we could play guessing.
I know, right? Play guessing games. Is this truth or fiction?
Okay, so the
Okay,
truth
audience,
is-
The truth is always
Truth is
stranger.
this.
You get it wrong, you drink. Like,
So, I never thought about being a photographer. I'm self-taught. I never went to school for it. So I'm literally it literally fell from the sky in my lap. And when I say that, sorry,
You're good.
it literally fell from the sky in my
There
lap.
we go. Now the audience can hear you.
And
There you go.
I mean that when I say that because let me tell you why. So, I received a camera, my camera, and all the lenses and the bag and everything. As a gift for Mother's Day. So I remember when I got it for Mother's Day, I was like, oh my gosh, like the last thing I want to do is sit down and learn this camera. Like I'm busy, I'm a mom,
Yeah.
an active mother, stay at home
YouTube,
mom.
baby.
Yeah, no, I was just like,
YouTube
I
like a
don't,
mother.
So I literally put it in the closet and closed the door because I was so intimidated. And it sat in the closet, I want to say for a good 14 months, probably
wow.
almost 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah. So I can thank my daughter for my photography business because my daughter comes home. She was like a sophomore in high school.
Uh-huh.
And she's like, Mom, I have the best idea. And I was like, okay. She goes, she had a boyfriend at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Her and her super cute boyfriend at the time. And she was like, Mom, get the camera out of the closet. I want you to go get the camera out of the closet. And I want me and my boyfriend at the time to have a photo shoot. Like I have this idea that we should go on the country road. And he had an old antique 67 Chevy.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
yes.
C10?
Okay, okay.
In perfect condition. edition.
I used to have one. Mine was a 69.
And she's like, we're going to park it in the
Best year
country.
ever.
Yes, we're going to park it on the dirt road,
Shame
Mom.
on you.
And we're going to get up in the back of his truck, and he's going to spin me around. I'm going to wear a sundress. I'm going to be barefooted.
Man, she's got this thing all planned out.
And I was like,
Was she on Pinterest?
Probably, but she's my artsy dartsy. So
That's
I
awesome.
literally get my camera out real fast, charge the battery, go and I turn it on. I didn't know what I was doing. I just did factory settings and went and took a photo shoot of her and her boyfriend. Came home that night. She posted them on Facebook. She goes to school the next day. She comes home and she's like, Mom, everyone was asking me who took my photos. And so I gave them your number. I got 10 photo shoots that week from my daughter's
Wow.
friends.
I love to hear how like these businesses and
She's
stuff
like,
kind of.
oh shit.
I was like, I better, I was sort of looking through the manual kind of, but
Yeah.
I'm better if I just do.
Yeah.
Like if I read and I dive, it takes me off course. So I literally just started like shooting.
Yeah.
2 years into shooting, and I never not had a book.
If you saw like
Yeah.
the equipment I started out with, especially when I was doing like Home Depot and Lowe's and stuff like that, the equipment I had back then versus now, it's like fucking night and day
You should
different.
take it even
It
further
grows,
back.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
were
It's
they were
like even further back is night. Worse than
yeah,
that.
yeah.
they were Polaroids.
Polarized. Here you go, Home Depot.
They were
Process
Polaroids.
this.
I
Hold on.
can't-
Hold on.
hey.
It's not done yet.
Hey, I
Everybody
can't
on,
even
on the camera's
I
like,
can't
what are y'all doing? I don't get it.
I can't even say that. Polaroids.
Polaroid.
Polaroids. There you go.
He's like, the only thing I can say with
Polar
that.
bears with roids.
Yeah, it's like hemorrhoids.
Polaroids.
Or hemorrhoids.
Hemorrhoids. Whatever. All right.
Preparation
Go
H.
ahead.
No, I love hearing
Yeah,
those
so I can
stories
thank my
like
daughter. So basically, her class, her
Mm-hmm.
friends, they gave me a little practice run at it. So I was just shooting. I would give the kids their pics, and they would upload them within the family. The mom started booking,
Mm-hmm.
and then such and such is getting married, and then such is having a baby, and I was just like, okay. And then I would go on an audition, and I would hear about an actor that needed a headshot, and I was like, hey,
Yeah.
so I started doing actor headshots, which was amazing because there was
No
always
doubt.
a big market for that. And then all the TV shows that I did work on, they needed behind the scenes photos. So
Oh,
I threw
BTS.
myself out there.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
that. Oh, those are so. I
The best.
love
Yeah.
when I'm on set and stuff. I ended up using one of them as the freaking movie poster.
They're the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
And it just kept going.
I
And
just
going,
captured it, right lighting, the right moment. It was completely wasn't planned.
And
it was,
what was cool about it, and I know which one he's probably talking about. Which
Yep.
one was cool about it is that it's the one that we did with Tom Young about what was it? Get Back. Oh,
get
yeah.
back, yeah.
Get Back. Me and John about John Lennon, and when he took the picture, and in the glass,
Yep.
in the frame, you could see an image, but you can't
It's
tell.
creepy.
You can't tell that it's him or actually John Lennon. So I mean,
in
so
the
it was
reflection of the
badass.
glasses, and I showed Patrick, zoomed it in, and it's almost the outline of a revolver, like with the yeah. And it was like, whoa.
You couldn't do
Yeah.
it again if you tried.
And guess what? Other people, I saw it, Devin saw it, and I tried to show other people, and they go, "I don't see nothing."
Yeah,
Why didn't
and
you
Tom
fucking
was like,
tell
I
us
don't
that?
see it. I'm like, dude, you don't see the chamber. You don't see. I'm like, the
should turn
handle,
that
like,
in-
fuck,
Look
it's
on
all
the-
right
Turn
there.
that into an NFT.
Look on the
dude.
lens.
Right?
You should be
Yeah.
turned into an NFT. That's a gold mine right there.
Oh
Man,
yeah,
It was just like, that's when I knew it was the perfect picture.
it's
like,
it's
that's the
one. It's with all the film festivals that I went to, it's won 3 times for best poster.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Love
so
that.
I did everything I can to make it look right, and I made it black and white because pretty much John Lennon was black and white. You know what I'm talking about.
Wait, that's one of those pictures that it wouldn't do justice if it was color.
So
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
you the kind
Yeah.
like you can look at a photo and you know it has to be black and white? It cannot be.
Oh,
color.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
It cannot.
I can
Yeah.
tell. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
That
it's a good
moment.
shot.
That moment.
You got to catch it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I was literally like this. This happened to me whenever I was trying to design the booth for Euroshop. I was literally driving and I get an email and I like open up my email while I'm driving. I know, not supposed to do that. But it was like pertaining to, my company, whatever. And then I opened it and I'm like, holy shit, that's the one. And I literally pulled off the road and I took a screenshot, text my boss, sent it to him. I was like, hey, after the 30 plus people that I've interviewed, I go, finally found the one, and literally sent it to him. And then they ended up delivering, and it was by far the best booth we've ever had. And I was like,
very cool.
I just had that feeling, like it just like that's the one.
Yeah.
Same thing with like photos and stuff like that. It's like that's the
questions
one.
from the audience too as well,
we do?
sir. Yes. A couple questions for Stacey.
Natalie wants to know, Stacey, what do you charge? I need new headshots.
Hi, Natalie. My headshot sessions are $250.
Okay. And what all does that include? Outfit
that
changes or
includes
what?
Yes, that's it. That's my hour session.
Oh, it's an
Can you
hour?
hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
it's an hour session outdoor. I don't have a studio. I'm completely outdoor.
Okay.
A lot of people need to know that because a lot of people are expecting a studio setting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'm natural light because
Yeah.
let's just say natural light is
I
there for us.
love natural light.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh, yeah.
This also a great opportunity.
My
for you
studio
to-
lights are my light because my office is in the interior of the office. So, like, I don't use the overhead. I just use straight studio lights for my lighting in there because I'm like, at least it's balanced.
This is a perfect opportunity for some more shameless self-promotion. Why don't you let them know about your website?
Yeah.
Yeah, what
Go
is the
ahead.
website?
my
Since you kind of touched
website-
base on
yeah,
it.
so my website is a play on my name because my name is Stacey.
I love
So
that, too.
my
I saw that.
website is stay, like STAY, like stay.
Mhm.
and
Like, stay here.
C.
I'm going to take your picture.
Stay, STAY, and then
Yeah.
C, SEE.
Like, yeah.
Oh,
Stacey.
like stay and see.
Stacy. Yeah.
Like stay and see.
Photography.
Stay and see.
Stay and see, but
But
Stacey.
Stacy.
Yeah.
There you go.
I spell
Now
it
you know, and
one
knowing
more
is
time
half the
for
battle.
audience, spell it one more time.
Stacey, STAYSEE, photography.com.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go.
Second question Natalie wants to know is, what was your favorite accidental shot?
Ooh, Natalie, coming in hot. Okay. My favorite accidental shot. Oh gosh, I probably have so many.
While you think about it, I tell you one of my favorites was when I was in New Zealand and I was climbing over these rocks and I had a camera in my hand. This was a Minolta. This was before digital, by the way. And I climbed over these rocks and I slid down the backside into a seal. And he had his mouth opened and he was like, had his head tilted a perfect angle. And I just instinct, click, 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 click.
That's so good.
And it ended up being like the perfect shot. The beach was in the background. The rocks were kind of bokeh around it. And you could just see this intensity and this ferociousness in his mouth. And like he was going to kill me. And I caught it on.
Next thing you know, I got mauled, but hey, I got the fucking
Yeah, I got the fucking shot. That's all that
Doesn't
matters.
matter.
Like here, look, it got me.
I mean,
But yeah, that was
took out my whole right side.
dang, wow.
when you face fear head on. Yeah, that was probably one of my most memorable.
Well, see, I shoot mostly people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
no
for
doubt.
me, I would think it would probably be when I deal with babies because babies are toddlers.
Yeah.
They're so unpredictable. So I just remember, I just know for certain, like a lot of times I will place a family, like mom, dad, and baby. But it's the pictures that come out better is when it's real life. Like I tell the parents all the time, don't stress. Because when you're my age and you look back, you would rather this session be normal life than perfect. Because let me tell you, life is not perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's going to be times
That's
where
one of the things I
baby's
hate.
pulling mommy's hair,
Yeah.
or the baby's arching her
Oh
back.
man, I
and
got
they're
some
the
good
best.
photos like that.
They're the best.
Oh, I love
That's
them.
real life. Yeah.
All right, and we have another one from Stefan. What's your favorite flower and color?
I'm so not a flower person.
Yes. High five.
I just don't.
Of course, a guy would high five.
No, I mean I have reasons for that, but I want to hear yours.
Okay,
Yeah.
for me, I'm not like, oh, he should buy me flowers. No, he should buy me a lot of other things before flowers.
A Maserati, motherfucker. No, the reason why I don't like flowers is because they die, and to me, like, if it's a symbolic of love and it dies in a week, what does that say about the love?
So you get a plant with pretty flowers that you
Yeah,
could
a
water.
plant is much better.
I like
Right.
I like plants.
Right.
I like something that you can actually plant in the ground, and then every time you look at it, you remember that experience and that date and that time or whatever.
Flowers don't hurt though. They don't.
Well, they end up in the fucking trash.
It's so depressing when they do die because you're
Me,
like,
I'm about
well,
symbolism,
Right.
and to me, like the symbolism is you just took your love and threw it away.
I mean, it's a good,
Nah.
you know,
Now
good
what?
gesture, but
I'm not saying it like is the best gift all the time, but flowers don't hurt.
they
No,
don't hurt.
I'm not saying they
Do
hurt.
they help?
But you can also give things with the flowers too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's not always just flowers.
true.
So I don't even know. I mean, maybe what's a good flower? What's a pretty flower?
I mean, now's in bloom is bluebonnets. I just did a photo shoot over there.
I'm so over blue bonnets. I've seen them for 20 years.
Yeah, well, you photography, no doubt.
Yeah.
Can
exactly.
you meet me off the intersection?
Yeah.
And-
Well, the only reason why I did it because there was a photo of me back when I was like 5 or 7, maybe, holding a blue bonnet, and I was like, man, I'd love. You know how people recreate? I was like, I'd love to do that, but I didn't.
Have you seen all the funny ones on the, like the guys laying across, like?
Oh
at
yeah,
Oh,
the-
yeah.
I literally was
the
people
police
watching.
Officers do that and stuff.
I was people watching people setting up the shots, and I'm just like rolling my eyes. I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever been out in public? I know you have.
No, I've never been
mean,
out public.
No,
What's
never.
it like?
I've
Can you
never-
tell me? We stay in this studio
How
24/7.
How did you get here tonight? Did you? I had to go out in the public.
I did not go out in public. What is this public you speak
How
of?
did we? I don't. Like,
And
I swear it was driving in it
No, and
today.
you see like people. I mean, I don't do it because it's embarrassing. But they like
Go out in
have
public?
a little,
Yes, it is embarrassing when people go out in public.
Like,
no,
Damn it.
like they do like they have their phone prepped and they're like doing a dance. Or
Oh,
they're
yeah,
doing, like a
TikToks.
skit.
Oh
TikTok.
God,
God, do y'all look or not look? I don't look because I'm like so embarrassed.
I'm just yeah. I'm so
I
over
see
social
it
media, and
everywhere.
it sucks because
Out in public.
part of what I do is using AI for social media, so I don't have to fuck with it.
Oh God, AI.
Hey Patrick, guess where I'm going tomorrow?
I don't care.
I'm going to meet up with Elon
Yeah.
in AI and also
Okay.
Web3.
What are you
It's gonna
going?
be-
What
Have
are
fun
you
with
and
that.
AI going to talk about?
We're gonna talk about.
He loves,
That's it.
He has a relationship with AI.
Yeah.
Every time I see him post about AI, like he had a whole conversation the other day, I could just see.
Yep.
I posted a picture of what he actually looks like when he's talking to himself. Like,
Hey man, I want to have an intelligent conversation. I
straight up
can't do
says
it with
he goes,
anybody other than AI.
I
Not my
finally
fault.
found somebody to have an intellectual conversation
Right.
with. And I'm
See?
just like, and I'm like, Devin at work.
Hey, Alan. Alan Payne, how you doing? You
How you
finally
know that's
came
Alan?
on. Well, I'm on the 80s page.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I have like 3 pages open. Alan Payne, how you
Jesus.
doing? I've known that. I don't mean to
And
change.
you
Hold
had-
on, Andy.
Wait, is-
shut up.
Is Alan
I have Alan.
Ping
No,
Pong?
no.
No. Okay.
Alan, I've known him since he was 18 months old.
Oh shit.
Yeah, 18 months old. Or was it 2? No, fuck it. That's close. Anyway, all right. Back to your favorite color.
Yeah. Did we ever determine what your favorite
Yeah,
color
we
is?
figured out you don't like
But
flowers.
it's
I had to
not
say
my favorite
hello, Al.
color. It's
What
the
do you
favorite
have?
color of flower.
No, I think it was
Favorite color and flower.
favorite flower and color. So two-part question.
What color do you? What's
Right.
your favorite
So we can
color?
skip the flower part. and
Right,
just go to the
right.
color.
She doesn't like flowers, so forget it.
Okay.
Bam!
So,
Probably my
so your favorite
color,
color?
Probably
Blue.
Really? No.
Oh, really?
No.
Damn it.
I like green.
Okay.
Green.
Well, I like
Light green,
It's
dark
like
green,
She's only got
I
the
like-
jersey back here.
forest green.
That's true.
She likes. Yeah. Speaking
Emerald.
of
That's true.
emerald.
Yeah.
Victory.
I
green's
like
pretty
Buffalo
dope.
Bill blue.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
He said. Did
I
you
did.
hear?
I like-
Did you hear him say I like pride colors?
Yes.
I didn't say pride colors, dumbass. I said
swear that's
Buffalo
what I-
Bill blue.
Yeah,
That's
but-
what I said.
Pride color. Okay.
You're an ass,
I'm
dude.
like-
I said Buffalo Bill blue.
Pride
And did
color.
you know DeMar Hamlin is?
How many different ways are you going to say pride colors?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Can I finish my
Nelly
sentence
says money
without you
green.
interrupting?
Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm done.
Shut your mouth. Okay. I haven't done this in a
You
long.
take too goddamn long. No
I
wonder
haven't done
people
it.
interrupt you.
Hey, hey, you know what? I'm 56 and I'm old,
And you act like it.
and I'm losing it. I'm losing it. So
Damn it.
anyway.
Wait, you'd have to have it in order to lose it.
Nope. Patrick, just finish what you were going to talk about. And stop
Yes, hurry up and talk
it.
about
You're
it.
just leaving the door open for us. Right now.
Never mind. Forget it.
So, Alan, you knew he says he was 18 months.
No,
Is that what
I
you were
wasn't
talking about?
talking about Alan. I already
Okay.
said hello to Alan.
Okay, I didn't know if this was related.
I was talking about DeMar Hamlin that's already practicing with the Bills team now.
Where'd he come from?
Oh, Oakland.
Pennsylvania, dumbass. Fuck you. I'm from Oakland.
That's my hood.
What are you talking about, man? That's his hood.
All right, okay.
That's your hood.
All right, we're squirreling.
Yeah, we are. Okay, back to Stacey. Come on.
And focus.
She said no. All right, go ahead.
What are some of the most important skills and qualities that you think are necessary to succeed as a photographer? Since obviously you were talking about the backstory of you had everything on auto,
Like
and then obviously you've progressed, hopefully,
Yes.
outside of auto.
Yeah.
Please, dear God, tell me.
Well, you already know the answer to these. There's certain things that you can't, like with anyone, like a painter, or you can't teach them how to hold the brush.
Gotta have
or
the eye.
how, yeah, it's all about having the eye. And I never
Can't
knew
teach
I
him how
had
to
it.
make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, damn right.
Shut up, Andy.
I never knew I had it,
Mhm.
but time told me that I had it.
Mhm.
And as I kept shooting and kept shooting and kept shooting, I never believed it myself. It took outside influences and things to make me aware. And what did it was I run in a circle of very high profile photographers who I look up to.
That was going to be my next question. I was like, do you ever go on shoots with other photographers?
Like,
Do you ever?
I have certain ones, and we all kind of like are in the same network. We kind of live in the same area. We shoot a lot of the same actors, models. And I look up to them. And within about 2 or 3 months' time, I had 3 private messages from 3 different photographers that I looked up to, complimenting my work. And I was just like,
It's awesome.
why would they even like compliment? They all kind of said the same thing. They said, you know what, you have an eye that you can't teach. And I was like, so when 3 different people privately told me that, I was like, I wonder if it's true.
They might be onto something here.
I might be onto something.
And so I just took I took it and just
Mhm.
and tucked it away and just kept doing what I love, and just shooting and never.
So how did you get to the level of where you were shooting an automatic to where you're feeling comfortable and confident enough that you're getting praise and accolades from, your peers and stuff that you looked up to are now taking notice?
I think I started finding my what do you call it?
Your niche,
I just
your little
found it.
lane,
and when
basically.
I found it, I
Yeah.
just stayed there and I just perfected it, and I took it to the. I kept pushing and pushing and pushing the limits, and I would always, when I went on a shoot, I always looked at it as a learning experience, and I
Hell
always
yeah.
walked
a
away.
paid learning
Yeah.
experience. That's what I like.
And I
the
always
paid
walked
part.
away with something that I didn't know prior to, because
Yeah.
I always shot, it's a new person, a new personality, new body frame, new style, new expression, new, everyone has their own little color involved in their, their hair color, their skin color. Everything is a learning. So everything, just imagine you shoot for 20-something years. Look at all the learning that you're getting out on
yeah.
the street
Mm-hmm.
that no one can teach.
Like I was telling you earlier, it's like I literally been shooting since 2001. When I went to college, actually, it was right when they were going from film to digital. So I had to learn both.
That's good.
So I had to go into not only a dark room, but I had to go into a digital dark room. That's what they called it at the time. So I had to learn both methods, and it was crazy as shit, because I was like, well, fuck the emulsion and all this other. I was like, I can get into Photoshop and do this in like
It's
5 seconds.
A completely different world. See, I was straight digital, so I don't know what it.
I mean, it was awesome. I think it was really good for me because now, like certain tool sets, like dodge, burn, and all that sort of stuff, were things that I had to do in the darkroom, which now I can obviously do in Photoshop. And then, of course, it's which leads to my next question. Like, do you use Photoshop or Lightroom?
Lightroom.
Okay. Next question after that, follow-up question.
What you got?
Do you use any type of AI or any type of?
Oh my God.
Oh,
No, the reason why there's a reason why I'm asking this question.
Let me
no.
hold
Okay,
on.
go ahead.
Check this out. Is Devin's like, do you use any AI?
Yeah.
Do you please tell me?
Oh,
Do you have
please.
any AI?
Dear God.
Please tell me you have some AI.
No, the reason why I ask is so I'm always about and I don't know if you follow other photographers and stuff. Peter McKinnon, like kind of he's on YouTube. Go check him out. His photography, his stuff is pretty used to be. I haven't followed him lately because I think at some point I've surpassed to where he's at. But the thing is he kind of was one of the first pioneers that kind of brought. It's called Luminar. It's a total AI. They were one of the first to bring AI into photo, and there's actually a plugin for Lightroom, which is why this pertains to what you're saying.
Interesting.
Lightroom, like Lightroom 4?
All CC everything, yeah. So Luminar, what's nice about it is I can do batch, so I can do 300-400 photos, and if as long as nothing's changed as far as like lighting and the venue or whatever, I can batch process in like literally seconds. The cool thing is also with the portraits, there's a lot of skin retouching. There's a lot of things you can do that you can't do in Photoshop and you can't do in Lightroom. Like especially people that are complaining about, them being fat or them having hair loss, you can go in there and literally, or like let's say you shot on an overcast day and you have great lighting, but your sky sucks. You can go in there and do a sky drop, and it looks literally seamless. The stuff that you can do with that's kind of what started the whole AI thing.
You go looking for a house, and it has a fresh green lawn in it, and you pull in front of that motherfucker, and it's nothing but dirt. Yeah,
I would need the hair thing because I'm losing it right.
I can't like
Wow.
So truth be told, to Andy's point,
fucker. You sold us lies.
I was in real estate for 7.5 years as a director of marketing, and then before that, I was working for a publication called Homes and Land, where actually I won Cover of the Year 3 times. And this is what actually kind of how your funny story about how your company started. So I was maxed out on what they could pay me for what my job title was. So they said in order to pay me more and to be an approved vendor, you have to start your own company. And so then they would pay my own company. So this is how DGE Media started, was because they were paying me to process these photos and to edit. And basically, to Andy's point, this house is in Colorado, and it's got so when snow sits on a roof for a long period of time on cedar, it leaves black marks. And so they had all these people trying to get rid of all these black stains. And so I went in there. I was like, I'll fix this.
You digitally got rid of it.
Yes. Same thing.
Important.
Like they took a picture of this development. I think it was in it was over by where you're at, like McKinney area.
Yeah.
And it was literally this beautiful stone sign with 4 flowers.
Did it have McKinney on it?
Oh, dude, it gets worse. Then the backdrop was a telephone wires
I hate
that went all the way across the entire, all the way.
Yeah, that was
vanishing
McKinney.
point. And I'm going, you want me to put this as a cover? I was like, have you lost your fucking mind?
Yeah, like I said, that was McKinney.
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah, McKinney. They got wires every fucking where.
And so what I ended up having to do, and this was before the Luminar and stuff, it takes all that stuff out instantly, snap. It's So if you're interested, I belong to a group that is actually the owners and the developers and all the company that actually works on this stuff. So one of the things I suggested to them was to have
AI.
is to have product photography.
AI. Oh God.
Oh, AI.
Because what they don't have is product photography,
Just
which is my area of expertise.
hear me out.
Oh God.
Fuck both of y'all.
Real quick, Lindsay said hi. Lindsay
If your name is not AI, we're not responding.
Lindsay said hi, everyone, and hello, official new neighbor.
Well, hello,
Yeah.
Lindsay.
What's up, my new neighbor?
Hey, sweetheart.
That's so
Yeah,
awesome.
hello,
So
Thanks for
exciting.
listening, baby.
There's going to be so many activities.
So many activities.
So many activities.
So where's the first
She's
bunk
just
bed
gonna
gonna be?
stand out. She's just gonna stand out there shaking her head the entire fucking time.
You guys are fucking crazy.
So should we build like a escalator?
Dude, we're
One of
totally
those
making.
travelators.
We're putting a. Bro, we're putting a.
God, you don't know, motherfucker.
We're putting a pirate ship treehouse in my street.
Yeah. In that tree that's in the island, we'll put a fucking pirate ship. We'll put a drawbridge and zip lines going from Andy's house.
Stacey,
I'm fucking doing
do you
it.
know what we're talking
Doing
about?
it now.
Oh, shit.
Hold on, y'all. Do you know what movie
We don't live in an HOA.
No.
You don't?
Have you seen Step Brothers? And they're like, so much room for activities. Like that's us.
And then put the pirate
I
ship
didn't
up
know
in the
that.
tree. And
You don't have
Yeah,
an
and we're literally
Yeah.
talking about the pirate ship, and there's a perfect tree right up.
zip lines. You don't have an HOA. Right?
No, exactly.
Fuck it,
We can
man.
zip line the hell
I
out of
ain't
this.
getting fined for shit. All I got, I YouTube, but I'm just like you. Like photography, you teach yourself. I'm gonna teach myself. How
Oh,
to
we're
put it-
zip lining like a motherfucker. The base will be there. We can zip line to here
Right.
and zip line to Andy's.
Right. All right, just a second, y'all. All right, Alan, hey, keep me updated what the score is on the Stars game because Stacey here is a big fan. And
I'm trying to get
to
it.
close out your
Oh, there
conversation,
it is. Cool.
to close
got
out
it?
your conversation,
Yeah.
to
Sorry.
close out the conversation, Alan, look at the finger right in front of me. You see that? Later, dude. All right, I known the guy 18 months.
18 months?
I mean,
Since he was
not since he was 18 months. So I feel like I can give him the finger.
Lindsay, that is epic because I've always wanted to
So-
zip line into a pool
I don't know how that would.
because the pools are at the wrong angle. Yours
yeah,
is okay.
We'd literally.
That'd be almost like grown-ups.
That'd be
Remember
legit
that?
hard to do.
Grown-ups when they were
Oh,
ziplining
that was
across the
good
pool
movie,
and
yeah.
We'd have
And-
to. I mean,
hold on. And Steve Buscemi, he was hanging off the feet. You remember that? Yeah, hanging off on his feet or the feet.
oh shit, you're fucking.
Yeah, and
You stopped
You
us for
fucked
this.
this all up.
I fucked it all up. Okay, whatever. But she remembers.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's an animal.
Just the sheer
So-
logistics of that, man. We'd
I
have
like
to,
Natalie's comment. She says, "I'm sorry, Lindsay, you have to move to a lively neighborhood, and Devin and Andy are going to bring Jackass to a whole new level."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait till you see our flame throwing crazy carts.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't
God.
think. No, I don't think we're gonna purposely inflict pain. Like
No.
their Jackass is a step above what I can. What I would.
Yeah, but it. Yeah, just think about.
Ashley says, "Oh my God, you are
Just
you are children in men's bodies."
Yeah.
You have no fucking idea.
Just think
like,
about
oh,
y'all
wait,
gonna have
yes,
so
you
many
do?
activities. Okay, so shut the fuck up. All right.
So my parents are in.
He's salty because he's moving away.
I know.
That's
exactly.
that's all.
That's
about.
what it is. He's hating, even though there are 3 houses 4 doors down.
Right here.
Anyways,
All right.
we do digress.
Yeah, we do.
Yes.
Back to Stacy.
Thank
Sorry,
you
we
for inter-
squirrel a lot.
Thank you for bearing with
Hey,
us.
I did warn you though. We squirrel a
It's
lot.
all good. No, it's good. I want y'all to keep doing
So Luminar, check it out.
Okay.
I think they do a lifetime thing. It's like $59, something like that, and it's literally like, yeah, it's cheap, and it's awesome. Like I said, if you're in a crunch and you've got like multiple shoots, and like that was my problem because I had like literally I flew from Europe to here and then to Chicago, so like I didn't really have a whole lot of time to process all these images, and so I was like, fuck, I'm running it through this.
Cool. Good to know.
But for my area of expertise, which is lately is product photography, because like I was saying, like I did all the shots for Home Depot, Lowe's, Do It Best, and all that sort of stuff, 3M and all those. And so like that's one of the plugins they don't have is product photography, and I'm like, why? Because there's people that shoot macro, micro, and products, and I'm like, there's no plugins, no nothing for any of those. Yeah, I know. And even like if you look at Photoshop and stuff like that, it's still very manual.
And Tom.
And then Lightroom, same thing. And then, of course, the background removal. I don't know if you ever have to deal with that at all with your photos.
I usually just pass it on to marketing. I do product photography
Do you?
because I shoot for Amazon and I shoot for interiors.
That's
Yeah, and I just pass it on. I shoot and pass it on. They do.
That's not a bad. I mean, like, hey,
Yeah.
you know, let me know what you need. Bye.
Yeah,
So-
you should see my setup. I'll show you like after the podcast. My setup that I have at work, I built myself. Yeah, it's phenomenal. Yeah, I got so much light thrown on there. Like, yeah,
You have to.
yeah.
All his photos of him and AI are done there.
Fuck you, Andy. Like Patrick said, shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
So, Stacey, so what like keeps you motivated for after, because you've been in it what 20 almost 20 years? Is that right? So what, I mean, other than obvious answer, it's a occupation, money and whatnot, what motivates you or helps keep you creative?
So this is how I put it. When someone asks me why I love my job, so I get to experience happy moments. So my job consists of people getting married, people getting engaged, babies being born, kids graduating from high school.
All the milestones.
Yep.
Happy moments. So who would not
Yeah,
fall
I agree.
in love with their
She's capturing it
job?
in a bottle. There
I
you
mean,
go.
it's the best.
It would help to keep your mindset pretty positive most of the
Well, I
time.
mean, it's like when you look at like the police, law enforcement, stuff like that, and they deal with the worst of the worst, and then you're like on the polar opposite,
like
where
social
it's
workers,
yeah.
what they see. So I get like I thank God all the time. I'm like, my job is a gift.
yeah,
I mean, it fell in my lap, and it's a gift.
that's awesome.
Very
Literally.
cool. Good evening, Misty.
Hello, Misty. Oh, hey, Misty.
Hey, Misty, what's happening?
Hi, Misty. Okay. All right.
Lindsay says, unfortunately, I kind of encourage it. Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't really argue with that.
Misty, we're going to have to, come over here and,
Wait till you see what we're
hang
gonna
out
do to
with
our bedroom.
hang out with the guys. And I don't want to see your bedroom.
You'll take a peek in there. You'll be like, that's pretty
no,
fucking cool.
No, I won't. No, I won't. Because there'll be so many activities over here, Misty.
I'm just.
You know what the funny thing is? So, like, to her comment about us being like, grown up kids, basically. So, them next door, same way. Them over here, same way. Sean over here, same way. Yeah. I'm like, pretty much everybody around here is literally the same exact way. We all love our toys.
Yeah, we all have a different hobby.
And then
Yep.
Natalie has a question, too. You want to read it?
How has photography changed your life?
Photography. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, you
we
can
can.
You can move it. There you go.
There you go. There you go.
Adjust that thing.
Photography.
Grab
is-
it like you mean it.
You said don't grab it.
You can grab
No,
it.
I
Just
said you literally.
Oh, grab it here.
Yeah, I can. Just don't. Here,
Don't
I'll,
sit here.
I'll show you what not to do.
don't
Okay.
bat it.
Oh, because it picks it up.
Yeah, it picks
Actually,
it
that's,
up.
Yeah.
that's quieter than it usually
Yeah,
is.
it
It's
is.
usually like bong.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Photography's
This is
changed
probably the
my
filters.
life. Obviously,
Her mic
I
popped off
see
the.
things, which I
Oh,
think.
shit.
What's wrong?
The bands on your mic.
Yeah,
They're
I
all
was seeing.
shit.
I was seeing
Do I
that.
move or not move?
That's why it's leaning like crazy. He's gonna fix it. God, I can't wait to get rid of those mics.
Yeah.
They were great when we started.
Oh
but
yeah, when we started, they were good.
they were good, but then
Oh,
like
yeah.
we realized what good really is. Kind of like what we were talking about with
Jeez.
photography.
Yeah.
It's like you start out with the basic equipment. I'll never forget my dad told me, he goes, do with what you can with what you got. And he goes, and then earn that from there.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello,
there you,
hello.
there you go.
Okay, is that better?
So it's changed my life
Oh, wow,
to
that's a
where.
lot better.
Oh, is it better?
Yes.
I kind of see things like differently. Had I not, okay, if I wasn't a photographer, I feel like I wouldn't look at things the way I look at them. So, like, if I'm out in a crowd, I tend to notice people. Like, is that weird? Like at the fullest extent. Like when I look at a person,
you can
I
go
see
out.
a
You
person.
can go out and people watch. So yeah.
So like when I see
Yeah,
like
we
a
people
mom
watch
with a
all the time.
baby, I like get mesmerized, by the baby and the baby's features, and I think, oh my gosh, I would love to photograph. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times they're probably like thinking I'm
Some creepy.
yes,
Yeah.
because I see things like I don't look at things, I see things,
Yeah.
and I like literally like lock in. Or if I'm on a drive, like on a car ride, I find myself looking at things differently than I probably wouldn't. I just feel like that's a gift.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
So you get to
It
see
is.
things in a different light.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I've literally been standing next to my parents taking a photo, and then I show my mom. She's
What the fuck is that?
like, we're looking at the same thing. Like, how did you? And I was like, just when you see it,
So when I
you know.
when I
Yep.
shoot
Yeah.
people, I know that sounds terrible, but when I shoot people,
You know what's funny when I
shoot
when I photograph.
I
When I
own
photograph people.
Yes.
I own firearms, so I can't say that ever.
There was a certain ex-president that Patrick loves that I had the opportunity to shoot. Photograph.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
Little
yeah.
shutdown
Really?
And it was so
Oh,
hard
okay.
because we couldn't say the word shoot. Obviously, for but I'm like, you're so programmed to saying, and I'm like, fuck.
I started
Like, even in
recently
film,
saying photographing.
Yeah, even in film, you say shoot.
I shot them the other day.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we do.
I know. and
But when I
it's
shoot
really,
people, I'm just going to say it.
yeah.
I say, trust me, because what I'm about to ask you to do is you're probably going to question it, but what I see is not what we see here.
Right.
It's never the same. Like
Right.
what I see on my lens is not what you see here. And it's usually the most random, bizarre posing or placement that I've had them do because I'm like, trust me, you don't see what I see. And then it ends up being like their favorite photo
Yeah.
because it speaks other than just sitting there like at the park. I have them do like death to ratio, like let's have the mom here and the dad in the back, and then the mom is my forefront, but the dad's picture, but he's really not there. But you're my poser, so I need you to do this and hold the baby this way. And then she's like, but I want to, in her mind, she's probably like, we're family. I want to be next to my husband. But
Yeah.
when the picture comes out, she's like, oh my gosh. Okay. So yeah, so you see things differently.
So what's your go-to lens? Because I know I have like 100 different lenses. Not even exaggerating.
You do? I
Yes.
don't have that many. I have my favorite, my 55 millimeter, my 300 millimeter. I love.
300 millimeter. Is it a zoom? What is it? 150 to 300 or 120?
120.
Is that a Canon?
I shoot Nikon.
Oh, Nikon.
Oh, you're a Canon.
No, I'm not.
What are you?
Neither.
Are you
Sony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't switched.
So it's funny. I've had them all. Like I was Nikon, then I switched to Canon.
He's a camera slut.
He's
had 'em all.
It's
See, I
it's
have
whatever's the best at the time.
Whatever's the best. You're like, and then when
Okay,
it's like
my
Leo,
theory-
like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well-
25 comes, he's like,
See, no.
So Sony was like my backup camera, and then I started comparing the image quality and the color depth, and I was like, okay, like I'm gonna start shooting with Sony, and then of course 4K video. Like literally my A9 is a full like all around camera. I can shoot 4K. I can shoot images that are unbelievable. But yeah, like that's my go-to.
I'm just weird. I'm weird about. Okay, I'm like a really weird person, and I'll tell you why.
Tell us how.
I'll tell you why. I feel like, or for me, what works best is like what I start with, I finish with. Like, I've always been that way. Like, if I have an iPhone, I'll never switch to like the latest, greatest thing. Because I'm like, why? Like, it could be better, faster, greater. It doesn't matter. That's my phone. So for my camera, like I started on a Nikon and I will finish on a Nikon. Like, why? Like, I can work
Well, I can
that.
give you
like
a million and a half
no,
reasons.
don't. I want
Actually, probably more than that.
I
but-
want to be able to grab my camera like I do and
so
work it like with my eyes closed.
So to your point, like when you start from automatic and you go and you start advancing in your knowledge, then you realize your camera is no longer adequate because you keep advancing and the camera's the same. And that's why I went literally from these cameras. These were actual cameras that I used to shoot with. And then I got the A9 and it was like huge fucking learning curve.
How did you feel like to where you were self-taught, where you were comfortable like you were in your old camera? How long did it take?
I mean, it took a while because it was so vastly different, but in a good way. It's vastly different because you're not used to it, and people are creatures of habit, and you're used to where the functions and shit are. But once you learn the new platform and you realize I can just hit one button instead of scrolling through a fucking menu for 10 minutes, And I can hit one button for autofocus. I can hit one button for white balance. I can hit one button for or a dial for timer or autofocus. Or I can turn this for manual. Like once you get familiar with the camera and realize why all these buttons are on here, and then most of them are customizable, you can literally color balance and do all that sort of stuff in literally seconds instead of scrolling through fucking menus. And that's one of the things that I hated about those two cameras is that you literally have to go, like, I don't ever have to go through a menu ever through my phone or through my camera because they're all automatically set up as buttons. So I just hit it and then select what I want and go, which makes it really good if you're running gunning, if you're doing like, street photography and you got to capture something fast. Mm-hmm. You don't want to sit there. Hold on a minute. I got to get this set. So, I mean, yeah, once you get familiar with it, you realize it's like, holy shit, this is a night and day. Like, this is game changer.
I know the time's probably going to have to come, but.
So, I'll give you a perfect example. So, when I was shooting for Deloitte, there were 3 different locations that we typically shot in. One is a classroom where the light is pretty static. And then one was like a ballroom. And then one was like the headshot where we actually had like, lights that were connected to our flash and everything else. So I can go into my camera and set 3 different settings. So whenever I go into one room, I just hit the setting and it's already set up. And then I go into another room, I just hit that setting and it's already set up. So it's like, this is a game changer. But yeah, it's one of those things like when I first got it, it was such a huge step that I was like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? But then once again, it's like, watch YouTube videos and like a lot of them. I know, but a lot of them, like, they don't not only tell you, like, what to do, but they tell you why. And the why, to me, is the most important part, because it's like, well, why am I going to set this way? Oh, because so-and-so and such and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then come to find out, like, I'd been shooting manual for years and years, and actually should just aperture priority. And you don't need to deal with all those other bullshit settings, because the camera is smart enough to figure all that shit out. But yeah, like with advancements and stuff like that, and even my camera, I mean, it's old now, relatively speaking, and like the way the cameras work now, where they can lock on eye, and it literally knows that like if there's multiple eyes, like is it mirrorless? Mirrorless, yeah, that's what. So the mirrorless was the backup camera that I had to shoot in L.A. And that was a Sony mirrorless camera. That was the first mirrorless camera on the market, A6000, I think it was. Yeah. And I bought it as a backup. And I ended up loving the colors and the saturation. And I was like, this is actually better than my Canon. And I didn't even have like a good lens. Like I had a kit lens on it. Yeah. And I was like literally blown away. I was like, dude, this was my backup camera. And it's, I hate to say it, but the quality's better. Right. And the fact that the form factor was so tiny, I was like, I felt like I was literally holding like something in the future.
Yeah,
compared to like the big bulky.
I've shoot with one before. When I book for do contract for Amazon, so when I walk into the Amazon warehouse, like I can have my pick. I can go Canon. I can have my pick. So luckily, I've gotten.
Oh, you're using their equipment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
so I've gotten their equipment in my hand, so I've actually got to shoot with, but I still go back to my Nikon.
You ain't shot with an A9. You'll be like, Nikon who? What? No, and that's one of the reasons why I was asking you if you go shoot with other people, because then you can kind of look at what you shot, what they shot, and then you can kind of say, hey. Like,
I know what you mean by the colors.
Oh, yeah. The color.
Like so much more
vivid. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, because a lot of the scenery in the background and stuff was like floral. So you had a lot of greens and you had a lot of like colors that really,
for sure,
they popped on the Sony, but then on the Canon, they were kind of muted. Yeah. They weren't as vibrant. And I'm like going, well, shit, I kind of like that.
Yeah. What's he doing?
Y'all are being quiet over there.
Oh no, nothing.
I'm not doing
nothing.
I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah.
So Patrick, what about you? You, I mean, you're obviously Sony now, but
yeah,
what were you before?
I was Canon.
Yep.
What?
Were you iPhone camera?
His iPhone camera.
iPhone camera.
I mean,
you know what?
He was an upskirt camera.
My upstart camera. Now listen,
I heard upskirt.
Upskirt.
Upskirt camera. It's like I dropped my
and he goes, my upskirt camera.
hey, I've done a few of those. Anyway, back in the day.
Jesus Christ.
But no, the thing is, my upstart camera was 35 millimeter Pentax.
Yes.
That's what I used that.
I've had one of
I
those.
used that in high school.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you started
Pentax.
directly digital. So you never.
Yes. Straight digital.
So
I never had
here's
a prior.
here's the craziest shit about Sony.
Uh-oh.
So my dad chopped my Nolta. My Nolta is fucking eons ago.
Damn, I love that lens.
Yes, and
He
Patrick
chopped
knows.
He chopped it.
So
He shot it.
here's the funny thing. So my dad was gonna throw his camera away because it's film, and it's my Nolta. And I said, whoa, wait. I said, before you throw that out, let me see something. And I took the lens off his Minolta and put it on my Sony. And Patrick can attest to this. I shot Hollow Road, a couple scenes with a certain lens, 50 millimeter. And he was like, I want to shoot the whole fucking movie. He was like, I literally want to scrap the entire movie and shoot the whole thing with this lens. That is how impressive. And then we're talking a 40 or 50-year-old lens. But here's the crazy thing about Sony. It can use any lens. And that's a game changer to me.
Amazing.
But my go-to is the 120 to 200 or something like that. But yeah, that's my go-to. The bokeh on that is just phenomenal. I've been shooting product photography with it, which is weird because it's a telephoto lens. Yeah, but the bokeh on it, like it's actually to the point where there's so much detail that I'm like, this is too much detail
Right.
because now you're seeing
Tone it down a
manufactured.
little bit.
You're seeing manufacturer defects. Yeah,
We don't want that.
I'm like, oh shit.
You know, sometimes it was really hard shooting with 35 millimeter. It really was overexposure, underexposure,
Yeah.
all that shit.
It's hard to hide it when you're shooting up skirts, you know.
No,
Big ass camera.
Hey,
Hold on.
no, it was okay because going up the escalator, you know, kind of.
Don't look at me.
You know, and I wonder if I got a good shot or not.
So that was part of why I have over 100 lenses is because a lot of them are vintage lenses and the vintage glass. And I've even gone to, all these big photography places. And I'm like, I hate to say it, but my rocker 50 millimeter blows every fucking thing that's even new.
I wonder if those are out to purchase, if you could find them anywhere.
Oh, yeah, you can find them.
There's still.
I have like
there's-
6.
There's still an industry for film.
I have
some people still do film occasionally.
Well, no, the 50 millimeter is just, it can attach to
I know.
pretty
but I'm
much any mirrorless camera.
there's people that are like hooked on the vintage, like
Oh, yeah.
originality
Yeah.
that is still.
Well, me,
purchased
I
film
love
stuff
the
with-
fact that I could take something that's so old.
Oh yeah,
and
that's
then,
dope.
and,
Cool.
then mix it with something that's so high tech and so new, and then merge it. To me, like that is game changing.
He took that shot. He took that shot, and he goes, "Dude, come here, look at this shit." Hold on, Andy. Before you
This is
fucking
important, bro.
talk. This is important. I have it on my mind.
Go.
Yep.
I'm just kidding. Okay. So anyway, he took the shot. He came back to the cabin. He came where we all were. He goes, "Dude, check this shit out." And he showed me, and I went, "Holy fuck." Okay. That's what I want. I want to use that lens for the rest of the shoot.
So there was it was the scene,
it was a great freaking.
yeah, like that
God.
literally should have went into my like portfolio. That's how, so what it was a blood dripping scene, and it was a night scene. So
And all we used, sorry,
Yeah, go
but
ahead.
all we used for light was a freaking flashlight.
mm-hmm.
And
And
it
the
took it-
way that blood sparkled as
good.
it dripped, it was so
It looked
sinister.
freaking great.
Now, do you think the camera for that or the lens?
the lens?
Oh, lens.
Oh, fuck the camera.
Yeah,
Flash-
it's
it's
all
the lens.
A
It's
flashlight.
all
Yes.
lens. It's all lens. You got to understand it's a 1.2.
I have it. I have it on there.
1.2
Yeah, maybe I'll
focal.
show you after the
So or aperture. So yeah, it's super low light. Super, yeah.
Yeah, and y'all did all the fog and everything around
Mhm.
the trees and all that when y'all all couldn't sleep
There you go.
and all that crap.
But just the way
you can see the little droplets
Yeah.
in the fog.
you saw each one of the little droplets, and you saw like the shine from them, and it was
Yeah.
just like,
It was
yeah, as it was coming down, and then you saw it hit and splatter, and it was just like,
And I was actually,
it's like, can we just make the movie this scene? That's it.
Yeah, I
Just fuck
know.
the rest?
I was actually going to, when they were all out screwing around and everything. When I was
Fucking off.
I was asleep. When I was asleep, I had to be asleep.
When Grandpappy was asleep.
That's right. I mean,
Nappy nap time.
shut up, bitch. Anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Anyway,
Yeah, you did.
yeah, I did. Anyway, I was gonna actually use that as the opening scene. When the credits roll in, in the beginning, I was gonna use all that, and it looked really,
Oh,
really
I want to see
good.
that.
Yeah, it was badass.
I think that was one of the only scenes, or the only time I actually used that in a video shoot.
Yeah,
I usually use it for photography purposes. That was the first time I ever busted it out. So I was just like one of those, I was like, I need something that can handle the very, very low light, which obviously like a mirrorless can handle low light better than
yeah.
a non-mirrorless. And that was like one of the lowest aperture lenses that I had. So I was like, well, fuck it. Use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
That's so cool.
Meh. Meh, Shane.
Andy don't get it because he ain't no damn photographer and whatever.
I'm just here
Do
for
you
the
take
show.
Photos ever?
No, not really. Patrick got mad because I didn't have any headshots. So. Like,
Stacy.
Take your headshot.
do what?
You want me to take your headshot?
I mean, we were all talking about it earlier. I was talking. You asked her earlier
Yeah.
about doing our headshots.
Yeah, we need
I think
to.
it's time.
Yeah, we need to do.
I don't know. I don't take a lot of selfies. That's for sure. Like,
Mm-mm.
I always get that impression. Like, if you have nothing but selfies, like, do you have any friends?
You do a
Do you have any
Devin-
friends?
Hey,
Nobody
yeah.
wants to take your
Hey.
picture.
You could do a Devin selfie.
Yeah, Devin's like,
Yeah, just
that's
like
his
that.
go-to. It's like,
That's his go-to. Just
Yeah,
like
y'all will
that.
do a real headshot, then y'all can do a funny.
Our signature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, throw
Yeah,
some
let's see.
gang signs up and shit.
Lindsay says, I have lots of great pictures of Andy.
Oh god damn it!
Yeah. Well.
Very compromising pictures. Very compromising pictures.
Yeah.
She's got some footage that I will not claim that is mine whatsoever.
So Natalie wants to know, what are your favorite shoots to do, and what do you get the most requests for?
Oh, that one's easy. So my high school seniors,
Oh,
Uh-huh.
okay.
or it's a big deal, okay?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because these girls, I'm going to talk about my girls, not my boys. The boys hate it. But these girls, it's their
Damn right.
moment.
Fuck
It's
pictures.
their, yeah. Yeah, they come in a wrinkled T-shirt, and they're like just there for
Yeah,
their
can't you
mom.
Photoshop these wrinkles out? Don't you
Bullshit.
got AI?
I seen your photos. You prettied yourself up for those motherfuckers. Don't even. I seen them shits.
But my
That was
girls-
pre-AI days.
Ryan Reynolds
Those
haircut.
pre-AI
Like I
days.
watched one of his old movies, by the way. and
Yeah?
Same fucking haircut. Same
What?
fucking high school haircut.
Did you see the one with his mohawk?
No, I watched it was Sabrina, I think, with when what's her name used to play Melissa Joan Hart, and he had that same haircut that
gosh.
Devin's got with the split down the middle, and it's like kind of shaving on the sides.
Geek.
I mean, they almost could have been distant fucking cousins. But
That
anyways,
maybe explains a lot.
back to
Yeah,
the senior
back to
girls.
her. Okay. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah, so my girls, it's a big deal, you know. It's their senior year, and it's these girls, this generation. Everything is online, and everything
Oh,
is visual.
God, yes.
And everyone has to up, you know,
Oh,
up
yeah.
one another. Yeah, take it.
Yes,
Yeah.
one up
Style's
each
better
other.
than yours. Like check out the
So,
kicks.
I have fun.
It's like Mario Brothers back in the day. You got to get that one up.
and I'm all for it. I'm like, okay,
Shit, make that a T-shirt.
they-
Somebody.
They pop their trunk.
heard it
and
here
it's-
first.
It's their whole closet, and it's like it's their moment. So I absolutely love my high school senior girls. They come prepared. They kill it every time. They're like amazing. They have the best wardrobe, the best. These girls already know how to pose. So I mean, I'm just there. I don't have to barely.
That was what I was going to ask you. Like, as far as like setting up the shop, like where do you get your inspiration? Do you just have
I
like?
street photography. I'm in the street. We go to the street.
She from the street.
The
She-
street.
She told you she's from
Mesquite,
the
hey,
Mesquite,
motherfucker.
We go to the street.
I see a burning car. I said, that's a great photo opportunity.
And I shoot it. Pow, pow, pow.
I shoot it some more.
You guys.
While cooking s'mores. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Hey, Eminem, calm
I
down.
find the busiest intersection,
Uh-huh.
and I put my subject right in traffic.
Nice.
Hey, just make sure you don't get
You
hit.
give them a
say-
turtle
I
shell
say,
or
trust
banana
me,
peel
trust
so
me.
they can throw. Boom. Oh.
That's a
So
Mario
those are the
Kart
funnest.
reference.
Those are my favorite, and that's what keep my high school seniors keep me in business.
So where do you
Very
have a favorite place in the DF dub that you like to shoot? And what is it?
I live in Deep Ellum. I don't live there, but I shoot there so often that I live there.
I've
A lot of
shot
criminals shoot down. There's a lot of
Do you
shooting
wear
down.
a vest?
Yeah. You bring body armor.
Because you might get shot back at.
It's never happened.
like
I'm
you-
gone
you-
before dark.
her
She's like a thief in the night.
click the answer.
I mean, in the day.
Boom, boom.
Right.
And it's
Shit.
okay. Think about this. It's an experience for some of these girls because some
Yeah.
of these girls they travel. I mean, Sulphur Springs. I mean, that's a,
Oh, so you're building like this whole experience. It's not just a photo shoot. You're like,
no,
you're
it's
like,
an experience. I
Hell
want them
yeah.
to remember their senior photos. I don't
Big-
want it to be a chore. I don't want it to be a headache. I want it to be an
so there's your
experience.
selling point. You're not just selling photo services. You're selling an experience. Oh my fucking god,
Damn,
so
that's
good.
experience. And that's
Ooh,
exactly
that's
what
solid.
it is. They get to see the streets of Dallas. They get to see Deep Ellum. They get to experience things that
Especially if
they
they're out
may
of town,
not-
like
yes.
they don't know.
A lot of these
Yeah.
girls are from a small little, because I'm word of mouth travels. I mean, it's not just I don't just do Highland Park students. I do my last student probably a 3-hour commute.
Hey, microphone.
A 3-hour commute.
You can lift it up if you need to.
So those are my favorite, for sure.
There you go.
That's good.
Just get it level
Here,
with
let
your
me
mouth.
help you.
Yeah, get it level with her mouth at
I'm
least.
terrible, y'all. I need.
There you go.
So much reference.
There you go.
There you go.
So okay.
Oh,
And then now, like, oh shit, we can hear her now. Fuck.
You'll have to excuse me. I'm stuck in the game over here. That's my bad.
Oh,
I wasn't paying.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
3-0,
those-
dude. They're bringing it.
Those are my favorite. And the good thing about that is
Mhm.
normally people have multiple kids, not just one. So the high school senior will have a sophomore brother. So eventually I'm going to
Oh
be
yeah.
his senior
You'll
pick.
get
Right.
And
business.
then,
Yeah.
Right.
For
and
sure.
then this tells you about the circle of life. Like the weddings I'm doing today, this is like going to show my age. And the newborn babies I'm doing today, I did their kindergarten picks. Like first day of school picks. Yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like they're like moms and dads, and I'm like.
But if you've been
okay.
doing it for 20 plus years, I mean that's clientele.
I mean, I realized I was old when my godchild is having a kid, and I was like, "Fuck!"
It's
I
'cause
remember
you feel like we're
holding-
the same age, right?
Right? I'm like, God bless America.
So yeah, those are my favorite. My high school seniors, and then obviously my families, because my families. I mean, I could tell y'all so many stories about. Like, I don't want to get emotional, but the circle of life, it happens. People are
Yeah.
not always. They're
Oh,
not
yeah.
going to be here forever.
I know.
So a lot of my
Oh, I
photos,
know, trust me.
I
Oh,
get messages a lot that says you don't know how much those photos mean to us. We lost our dad this year, and I'm just like,
And that's why I love doing photography, and that's one of the things I love to do video too, is because you're capturing literally their last moments, because tomorrow's never promised, and that's what's the reality, and it sucks, but it is what it is.
and when I do those photos, say I show up and I spend an hour with this family, I don't know their history, I don't know their story, I don't know what and usually time tells. Like you spend an hour with someone, people talk.
Oh,
And they're like,
yeah.
yeah, we booked these photos because, she just found out she's stage 4.
Oh.
And I'm like, and then I'm just, I just,
like
stay on
walk me
task.
through that. Like
yeah,
that's
it's-
gotta
oh
be
my
that's
God.
gotta be like
No,
a
y'all don't
kick.
know. I go to my car and I just sit there sometimes and I'm like,
Yeah, that's gotta be like.
I mean,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
I was blessed for an hour to even be able to do that for them. And these people are so happy,
Mm-hmm.
so energetic, so outgoing. And I'm like, shame on me for being healthy, mind, body, and spirit. And look at her mood. So I'm telling you the story because it happened. Like, this family booked with me, and the mother was so, oh my gosh, so gracious and so happy and just in the moment and with her girls and just loving it. And I got a private message a week ago, and he said she passed. And those pictures that you took are all over in the funeral home.
I mean, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. It's like it's a blessing to have facilitated something that's going to live on when she can't. But it's also a curse because you're like, damn, like I was there experiencing her last moments, you know?
Judy Barnes says, Stacey, you are the best.
Oh, Judy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not fair because that's my mom.
Oh, your mom's watching.
And as Kayla
Thank you. For
posted
listening.
with her heartbreak emoji,
Yeah.
she just lost her.
Oh,
Yeah, she just lost her mother.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Kayla. I know it's tough. I mean, it's
Very hard, very difficult.
Very difficult, especially when it's
okay,
unexpected.
Life
You know,
is
especially-
hard.
yeah.
I'm
Big
just
time.
telling you guys, life is hard because we love so deeply, and we have so little control. I'm not going to cry. But
I know,
may
it's like,
cry.
like we're all like
Yeah.
pregnant.
Like, I
We're all like,
I lost my mom in October, so. You know,
I know, and that's
My
like,
birthday month.
Yeah.
and I relate like when all my friends have lost, you know, their parents and stuff, and I'm like going, fuck,
Okay.
you know.
I'm not going down this road,
I know.
don't.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm
Don't
sorry.
look
I'm
at
trying to bring it.
Okay, but let me just say in our defense.
Even though, hold on.
But just so
sorry.
the audience knows, this
yeah.
is why we do what we
Even
do,
though-
because we are capturing the last moments.
Yes.
Hopefully they aren't the last moments, but you never know.
Well, you know what
'cause
they say.
What?
They say photography is life.
Yep.
it is.
It is. Yeah. But even though, I mean, I still.
Unless you're
I
taking
mean,
pictures.
They know.
A photo's worth
They
1,000
know-
words.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They know. Misty knows. My family knows, of course. I mean, even though mine's been gone over, 21 years and 20 years, I still get emotional.
21 years, 7 days, and 64 minutes and 17
No.
seconds.
That's
not
the
like
way.
that.
But that's the way it's supposed to be because.
And counting.
Well, yeah.
There are a
I
lot of
mean,
those.
it's.
And I
mean,
will say this.
It's therapeutic. It's therapeutic being able to just look at a picture of your mother or of your father and everything, and then go back and remember all the good times.
That's why I want to encourage everyone. If you're not
That's me.
taking photos, take as many photos.
Yeah.
Don't ever think that people are like, oh, all you ever do is take photos. I took photos of my kids.
And stop taking photos of your
whole
fucking
life.
self and start taking photos of everything around you, fuck faces.
Lindsay's our photo taker. She captures
so
she
important.
captures all the good
Yes.
stuff, like
Yeah.
all the kids,
Yeah.
kids and the.
Yes,
Hey,
it's
Lindsay,
important.
you know what? In all honesty, like, it is very important to actually take those photos because that's the one thing that I realize because I'm always the one behind the camera that, like, literally have 0 to nil of me because I'm always the one
But-
shooting.
I get
That's-
caught up in the
Unle-
moment, and I don't
unless
think
you're like
about it.
this.
That's the problem.
My kid,
Fuck you, Patrick.
my kid, I have so many photos of my kids. I have one boy, one girl. So, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm like,
Ages?
my son's 28, my daughter's 27.
Okay.
So
Oh, shit.
through-
Like, literally.
Okay, then.
Yeah, boom, boom. So
Around
through their
around
whole
my
life-
kids' age. So,
Yeah, through their whole life, I was like obsessively taking photos. I mean, like,
Oh yeah.
it was like almost like an obsession.
I
And
have a-
looking back, they're like, Mom, you're not in any of them.
And this is
taking
what
a
I'm
photo.
trying to
My dad-
explain to
My
people.
dad was
Like,
not
I'm
in a lot
like,
of 'em. My dad was in several of them
But
when
it's
he'd get the
still
timer
important.
set.
and it was funny because I was joking with Patrick before the podcast. I go, he was talking about like we need new headshots, blah blah blah, and I'm like, damn, I really wish we knew a photographer. And then I'm going, that's the fucking problem. Is that I'm always the one shooting these motherfuckers.
And I'm thinking to myself, well, we can,
Yeah, we can.
as Stacey, I don't know what to
It's
do
gonna
with
be
my
an
hands.
icon, sorry.
Oh
No,
no, actually, I would love seriously to go shoot with you someday.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah,
Because
As I love
that's
deep-
important too, because you can learn a
Yep.
lot.
you can.
Back-
And I could probably learn a lot. So and that was what I was gonna talk about earlier. Is that like even with the new camera, new lenses, and everything, it's like I feel like I'm still always learning.
That's photography, and I will say during COVID,
Uh-huh.
that's what I did too. during my downtime. I teamed up with a couple different photographers.
There you go.
And we would go
That
out.
a girl. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like,
I'm
back
sorry,
here in
my
the
lips are
hallway.
like, and at the end of our adventure, we would always be like, "Wow, I noticed you do this when you do this," and then I would get feedback that he'd say, I like that you do this and I told, you learned so much, so you wouldn't, if you don't shadow with someone, you wouldn't.
yeah.
Ever.
I mean, I got criticized whenever I was shooting for Deloitte. They're like, "Oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that," and I'm like going, "Bro, I've been shooting for fucking 20 plus years. I've been shooting before you were even alive."
Hey, real quick.
What?
So, Ashley said, "Andy, you make sure you take pictures of her." Well, the thing is like the pictures I have taken, even when they're candid, she's like, she doesn't like them. They're good to have on my
That's
phone.
a female.
Yeah. But I
We're
could,
always
That's
I
a
wouldn't-
female for you. Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to post them because she'd be like, "That's my bad side," or this and that, and
Just
so.
keep shooting. keep doing it.
Keep them.
Oh no, they're on my phone.
Hey, Michael.
I got them.
Yeah, it's going pretty well. Thanks, appreciate it, man. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, from work.
Oh,
Sorry.
Ah, nice.
okay, now can I flip it a little bit?
Flip it,
Go ahead.
reverse
Okay.
it, switch it.
So we're going to go different route. There
Mhm.
are those times when I shoot a big happy family and then I get a phone call about a month or two later asking if I can remove someone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so no, don't photograph
Wow.
a family if they're dating.
So I have a funny story about that.
It applies to divorce too. I say it applies to divorce as well.
So when I worked for a certain company in South Lake, big gigantic real estate company,
Yeah.
they used to do a group photo that they use on all their marketing materials to show the size and scale of their real estate company, right? Then they got smart and realized, shoot the background of where these people are going to be standing and then shoot them individually behind a green screen. That way, whenever they leave the company, go somewhere else, you can easily delete that layer if you're in Photoshop. Delete that layer of that person and then move everybody in. So that's a little secret of the
like that.
trade that I learned a long time ago, 2007, I think.
Yeah, so I don't remove people. I'm like,
It's hard. I mean,
they're like, well, my daughter and her boyfriend
'cause
broke
I keep
up,
trying
and
to
I'm like,
remove myself from every photo, and I'm like, fuck.
I can remove you from every fucking photo, man.
If they offered to pay
I
you
like
a
Mark,
certain amount of money,
yeah,
then you take it
then
out.
I could.
Fucking eraser.
Yeah, I'll just get a more black marker and go like that.
I'll pay you
Black that
$800.
shit out.
Right.
What's that black bar in the photo? Yeah,
mean-
you don't need to know about it.
This mom went as far as she's like, well, I have it hanging over our mantle in our living room, and I really need him out.
You know, that's a great opportunity to say, hey, we should do a reshoot. What?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've experienced that. And yeah, it's
And then to pets. I mean, pets is
way too many
that's
times.
another thing because
What's that?
pets,
Mhm.
family dogs. I mean, they've had them for 12, 13 years, and beyond. And I've shot some families. It was the last photo that they took.
Yep.
The dog passed,
Yep.
and it's like they're so thankful.
Yeah.
I have a couple of those.
I finally got smart and started taking photos throughout the ownership of having the dogs. Whereas I realized the last two that passed away, I was like, man, I really don't have a whole lot of photos because I was living in the moment and they were doing such crazy
Which is
shit.
important.
Yeah,
It's
they
important.
were better than kids. No bullshit.
That's my problem on vacation. I get caught up in the moment and I don't.
Yeah,
think-
you don't think.
stop
And
and-
I'm like,
And I don't
Like-
think
And
that's
people
a bad
go,
thing though.
you own an entertainment company and a marketing company. You fucking have cameras. Why the fuck did you not shoot it? I'm like, because I'm living in the now. I don't. But at the same time, it's like,
It's true.
but the now is
guys.
now.
But-
It's not going to be there later.
Yeah.
So which would y'all prefer? Because I think living in the moment we have
I
it.
love
we
photos. I
have
love
it-
memories.
We have it in our memory bank,
Mhm.
which can never be taken away from us. Or we take time out of the being present in the moment, and we are shooting photos. Because I have a 2-year-old
Right.
granddaughter, and
Yeah.
I love to spend time with her. And sometimes I'm thinking when I leave, I'm like, oh, I really didn't take many photos. Well, it's because I spent time with her. So it's like you weigh, which is more important, or you find a good balance.
Right.
Bro, you trying to not make me drive to fucking Austin tonight, asshole?
Drive
It's
to
just
Austin
1 and 2.
tonight?
Just one.
Just one and two.
No, just one.
Okay.
Just one. You want to do one?
Sure.
Hey, Judy, are you still here? Just say yes or
What
no.
are we doing?
Hold on. Judy, are you
You'll
still
hear in a
here?
minute.
Judy's your mother, right?
Yes.
Okay. Judy, you still here? Say yes or no.
Are you still hanging out with us?
Yeah, are you still hanging out?
Are you
with us?
still in the playground? So we're gonna start calling it.
Yeah,
Everybody hanging out in
Are
the
you
playground.
Still
Hey,
hanging
y'all
out?
in the yard?
Yeah. Are y'all? Okay, Judy's still here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's that
and
mean?
Is the other one still here?
Kayla, are you still here?
Kayla, you still here?
Give us a middle finger.
Yeah. No.
It's par for the course.
Yeah,
No, I'm just
it
kidding.
is.
Oh shit.
I will take it.
So what's up? What are we?
Yeah. Hold on. Let's see if
Hold
Kayla's
on.
still here. Kayla, you still here? Yes, no. Yes, no. Yes, no.
Yep.
Yeah, still here.
This
All right.
This Kayla, how many Kaylas are?
I don't know, Devin. Anyways,
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
there we go.
Okay.
She gave me 3, not just 1.
Okay.
Way to overdo it. Thank
Okay,
you.
there's the fingers. She's here.
Much approved.
There's the fingers. She's still here.
Facebook users here too. So whatever.
Well, that's Kayla.
Okay.
Using
Wait.
the fingers.
Well, no, we
No.
got Kayla, and then we got Facebook user. I don't know who
What?
who's
So-
Facebook user.
How many? Oh, shit.
Kayla, do you have multiple personalities? that
Yeah,
are
she
coming
does.
out?
She
Let's stop
does.
derailing. What else we got? What's
Okay,
on?
so what we'll do is we'll take a shot for Stacy's mom, and then we can take a shot for Kayla's mother.
Stacy's mom's got it going on.
Oh gosh, I hear that. all the
Yeah,
time.
like I was say, that's got to be an.
I hear it.
That
all
is,
the
I was like,
time.
oh, that's so bad. That's so terrible.
What are we shooting?
I'm sorry.
Peanut butter whiskey?
We can do whiskey if we want.
There's moonshine in there.
Would you
Yep.
like a shot?
I have peanut butter.
We have peanut butter whiskey.
Pour that shit in the trash can.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're allowed to pour it in that trash can right
Okay.
beside you. Go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Feel free. You will not insult me.
Yeah, trust me.
You were the first person to take a drink of that. So,
It's
It's
pretty. It was pretty
not-
rough.
Really?
That one
I
is.
think that stuff would be worse.
This one's no. Oh no, this one's way better. You get
That's way better.
That's missing something.
That's way better than that. Seriously.
all right. Well, thank you for the.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's
we've always known that, Kayla. So it's okay.
Oh, dang.
Tell me when, bro.
So who's Kayla? Just she a listener?
Yeah, she's a listener.
Oh, that's baby.
Dedicated listener.
Yeah.
You think
She's a
that's not
dedicated
shot?
listener.
That's
She-
fine. That's fine.
She just
I
lost,
gotta drive to
she
fucking
lost her mother
Austin,
a
bro.
couple days ago.
Wow. That's
So-
sad.
Yeah, that's why I'm
We'll
drinking
just do-
energy drink.
We'll just do one energy drink. We'll just. I'm quitting those.
Oh.
So
Win.
What kind do you
That's
drink?
probably good for
Red
you.
Bull.
I drink
Yes.
Rockstar.
Yes. I knew I
Yeah.
like this chick.
Yeah.
One a
Rockstar.
day.
Yeah.
You
One
can,
a day.
you can
Yes.
hardly find
All
it
right.
anymore though.
I know. What's the deal?
Everybody.
I know. Like I've been going. I'm like,
Watermelon
what the-
used to be so good, and it's hard to find.
I tried that yesterday.
There's a lot of flavors I liked, man.
Orange is
They-
good.
All right. To the mothers.
Cheers. Moms
Cheers.
are important. guys.
Cheers
Moms. are
to any of the
important.
moms listening
Yep.
and glistening. Here you go.
Man, that needs to be in the freezer.
Most important.
It would
job
be in the
world.
freezer if you close that fucking door after you
did.
open it.
I did.
Right.
I'm just giving you shit. Calm
I
down.
did.
I did.
That one time.
One
Yeah,
time, bang
Out of
camp.
8. Whew. That's that good stuff.
That is good, man. I
That's,
haven't
yeah,
had.
that's way better than that vodka.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Stacy, Queen Stacy, Miss America Stacy.
No, this universe.
Oh, Miss Universe. Sorry. According
Yeah,
to,
Stefan, he actually wants to know
Stefan.
what your favorite sport is to watch or play.
Do you have a favorite sport? Well, we know what to watch is.
No,
Right,
it's
right here.
not
That's a
hockey.
no-brainer right
That's
there.
only because it's hockey season. No. My
What is your favorite sport?
Football.
Football and team.
You like Bills?
No.
Nobody
Buffalo.
likes Bills.
Buffalo.
Well, obviously Cowboys.
Pride.
But college is like even.
Cowboys.
You like cowboy? I mean, not Cowboys. You like college.
Yes. I like college football.
Any particular college team?
Well,
Michigan?
my nephew went to Ohio State, but he transferred to
Ohio
SMU. I
Smart.
love
Smart.
Smart.
Yeah.
Or did you go to SMU?
No.
Misty went to SMU.
I mean, I've been in SMU.
I
We don't even know
Quite a few
I've been to the campus. I've been to the dorm.
I laid my flag in this.
We can just stop it. We can stop it right there.
okay.
Damn it.
We can
But is
stop
it
it
the
right
second
there.
hour? Yes, it's the second hour.
No,
this
I'm
is
just-
about
I'm
par
just-
for the course.
Totally played.
But I don't
totally.
play
No,
sports.
he's not. He ran
No,
his
actually,
flag
SMU
up the
used to
pole
be a
several times
client.
there.
They used to be a client of mine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I shoot there a lot.
Yeah, I used to work with a lot of the sororities and stuff in SMU, so they were actually. God, that does not sound any better.
No,
I
it
used to-
doesn't.
I used to do a lot of work with the sorority.
He did.
You used to put in
did a
that
lot.
work
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
on that Snyder Boulevard.
You know, they got their own houses.
Yeah.
They don't have to stay at the dorms.
Yeah. I just beep
Man,
beep
you
out
just
front.
left yourself wide open for that shit,
You ready for
Damn.
a shoot?
dude. Damn, man.
Skate, skate, skate.
Yeah. One of my favorite presidents is his museum is there.
Yeah.
Yep,
George.
George.
That's
One of
your
my
favorite.
old
George.
friends back in the day, her parents used to be right around the street from old George.
Right around the street.
Is that George?
Or
Right around the corner.
I live-
Corner, yeah.
That's where
Is that
I
Okay,
George
that's what I
W?
You
thought.
can walk to SMU.
George
where I
W or
live.
George H?
W.
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 One of your favorites?
Yep.
I mean,
Do you want to get political right quick?
I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to get
He's
political?
like,
Step into the Slim
look at
Jim.
Stacey.
you get on that horse, you got to ride it.
Yep.
That's old.
Okay.
You brought that horse from the stable.
Okay,
You
I
better
have a
ride that
question. I have a
motherfucker.
question.
Yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
Question.
Please enlighten.
Okay, 2001. We all know what happened,
Mm-hmm.
but we were quick to forget. Anyway, so 9/11 happens.
Mhm.
Who would you much rather have in office at that time during 9/11?
Carol Baskin.
That's who.
It didn't happen. Venom.
The Tigers, they stuck in. What's happening?
Okay,
Carol
this ain't
Baskins.
funny.
Yes.
That was
That was.
Devin.
Perfectly timed.
Devin,
Damn.
I gotta give you credit for that one. That was good.
Thank you, bro.
That was good,
So-
man.
I've
Fist
heard
bump.
that forever.
Okay.
Shit,
No.
that was good.
No, seriously.
That was amazing.
good.
Great timing.
Okay.
Thank you, brother.
So, are you going to give me a choice?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to give you a choice.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, she knows I'm going to give you a choice. I mean,
Okay.
you already know. Come on. All right. So, would you rather have Bush as
Mhm.
president?
Yeah.
Fucking Al Gore. During 9/11.
I mean, they both. One fucked it up, and the other one would have fucked it up anyways. Al Gore did suck dick. I ain't gonna lie. That's a tough decision, man. I was hoping
Al
you-
Gore
I hope-
or
I was
Bush?
hoping you're gonna give me like more
Al Gore.
choices.
Oh, fuck you.
God.
No.
Hey, we would already be driving electric cars, fuckface. We wouldn't wait 20 years later.
No.
Yep.
no.
I don't want
We
electric cars.
would have been wiped off the face of the earth if Gore was president.
Nah.
Yeah, I think so.
Nah.
Yeah, I think so. Yep, I do.
Okay.
Stacy, what about you?
Agreed.
Bush or Gore? Who?
George Bush.
Say it loud. I can't hear you.
Bush.
There you go. Okay.
System crashed.
yeah.
No, I would take Bush over Gore. Absolutely. Gore
Yeah.
sucked.
Yeah, he did.
Whatever happened to him? Did he fucking vanish
Yeah,
off the
he
face
kind
of
of
the earth?
fell off the face of the earth. and
That's
everything.
one name I have
Green-
not.
Okay,
charge just
here's a
kinda
trivia
fell and
question.
failed.
Who helped Bush win Florida?
Jeb?
Who
Another bush.
Lots of
Bush.
bush.
A lot of bush covering bush in this situation.
Bush seems to cover bush in this situation. This must be something that went down in like the 70s or the 80s.
You're right. Well, I was.
Damn,
I
that's
mean,
terrible. That's
I
terrible.
was just a big Bush fan. So. Oh yeah. I'm still a big Bush fan.
I don't. Oh man. So much to unpack there.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Ashley just said that she can't wait till she can cut this.
I
So,
know.
I want to cut it. That's what I want to do.
Oh, I can't
wanna
wait to
cut
see her TikToks.
I want to cut it.
Can't wait to see the landscaping. Speaking of cutting,
Use that lawnmower.
damn, Patrick, shit.
All right, going back to you, Stacey. How you doing tonight? How you feeling over there?
Wonderful.
You see that
What
question?
is your approach?
Lindsay said, "I'm so sorry."
I know, right? I'm trying to bring it back. I'm trying to.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. You know.
I mean, all the derailments in the news lately, and this show is part of them.
Yeah,
So I'm trying to bring trains back on the track.
You know Bush got bad intel, right?
derailment. I gotta charge my phone.
He got bad intel. He did. I'll explain that later.
Well, he was
Go ahead.
part of the
I don't care.
CIA. So if he got bad intel, he's a
His
dumb fuck.
dad was CIA director.
But he,
And he was what? He escaped
During the
dodge.
Kennedy-
He
during-
dodged the. He dodged
he didn't
the.
dodge nothing.
He dodged a lot in that wheelchair too. Just like, never mind.
What? No, that's Abbott. What are you talking about?
Bush was in a wheelchair before he passed. I'm
Well,
a dick.
oh
Never
my
mind.
God, you're an asshole.
He brought it to a whole new level of assholiness.
Yeah, he did. He did.
Oh shit!
All right. Well, no more. I'm not going to talk about George.
All right, Stacey,
talk about
we're
Bush
gonna bring
Hi,
it back
George.
to
we're
you.
gonna bring it back.
The
Censored.
point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
What is your approach to capturing the perfect shot, and how do you work with clients to achieve that vision? Because like you said earlier, clients don't exactly have the same vision you have,
Most clients don't have vision. That's why they're asking you to take their
right?
You don't have vision. Shut the fuck
So
up.
it basically
Hey, both
comes-
you glasses wearing motherfuckers have zero vision.
Hey, mine actually got better.
I'm pretty
I got
sure. I'm
cataracts.
pretty sure he has lenses in his eyeballs right now.
Oh, Natalie and audience. Oh, did I offend you? Damn, I offended everybody. Yes.
That's okay.
That is my goal in life, to offend everybody.
2023
And if I have
is
not
not hard to
offended
do.
everybody,
Haven't
I'm sorry.
offended me.
Wait, I will offend you eventually.
Yeah, give us
I can
like
offend
10
people
minutes.
too.
Give us 10 minutes.
Yeah. Mhm. All right. Go ahead, Stacey.
Oh, so it comes from
Capturing the perfect
yeah,
shot.
just
And
like over directing, which I tend to do. I'm guilty of that.
how? Talk to me.
Oh my gosh!
Talk
like
to me, walk me through
over
it.
direct, like as
Like how-
far as
talk to
like
me.
where to stand, how to look, what to think. Like think like this. If you think like this, then you'll look like this. Or give me
So
this, or
explain
give
to me.
that.
Like let's say like I'm about to do a photo shoot with you.
Okay. So what I would tell you is
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for you, and I don't want to take you out of your element. So
Right.
you do you, you be you. I'm not going to
Oh,
make you
he's good at
cheesy. I'm
that.
not going to make you cheesy smile if you're not a cheesy smiler. I'm not
Right.
going to make you however your smile is. Some are cheesy, some are no smile, some are
Right.
a grin.
I mean, obviously dealing with guys, you're like,
Because if I take you out of that and I make you smile, are you going to
It's
like
fake.
the photos?
it's not. No, it's fake. And that's one of the things that you hit on a couple times. Is it like you don't like the setup shot, which I'm the same exact way. I can't stand, and I see it all the time, where like it's completely a setup shot. It's not organic. Me, I love organic, and I can tell in an instant by looking at a photo whether it's organic or not, whether you just timed it perfectly or whether you had them do that.
And you can tell if they're enjoying that moment. or if they're
Exactly.
being
Well, that's what I'm saying.
told
Like
what
you,
to do.
you can tell by like their face and everything else.
So what I do is I enter them. I don't bring them out of their element.
Mm.
If they're a silly, goofy family, then if they're a serious, I mean, I'm going to keep them as close to who they are as they, because when they get their photos, I don't want them to go, well, I normally wouldn't do that.
Right.
You know, so I'm there to be of service to them. I want them to love their images, and I want them to do them. So I'm like.
So how do you break that mold of them like coming to you saying, I want you to tell us what to do, and then you basically coming back at them saying, I want you to be natural. And perfect example of the podcast, you're like, oh shit, we're about to go live, like I'm nervous, like same exact thing. Like
I will
people
say,
get nervous when there's a camera pointed in front of them.
Yeah, but my job is for them not to. So
how do you achieve
if I
that?
see
Yeah.
that they are nervous, then I'm
Yeah.
not doing my job, because they are not going to be nervous. They're going to be at ease. They're going to be having fun. They're going to be enjoying themselves. And if that means I spend the first 10 minutes shooting that those pictures are going to go to the trash,
Yeah.
that's what they're going to do. And within like 10 or 15 minutes, we're meshing. We're
Yeah.
in the zone.
Well, it's kind of like the same thing with the podcast. It's like
Yeah.
first
It's awkward yeah.
30 minutes, 45, it's like, okay, we're getting to know the guests. And then about hour, 2 hours in,
We're talking about Bush.
Ashley,
That's not funny.
timestamp.
That's not funny, man.
You're the one that brought
You
it
know
up.
what? You should have said George. You should have said George, not Bush. You should have said George.
Just call it like I see him.
You know what? You're still an asshole, man.
That was an accurate description, was it not?
You're still an asshole like you were 20 minutes ago. So, what the fuck ever.
So I like to keep it simple. If it's a big production and it's a big over the top, oh my God, who's gonna rebook? I want them to show up. I cannot tell you how many times the husband shows up with a sour look on his face because he already doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
He's missing
Like he's
football.
literally being forced
He's
to be there.
missing something.
Yep.
So I literally say, like I tell him, I'm like, I don't want you to overthink this. This is not a major. If you just trust me, I'm like, just trust me. 20 minutes goes by and the session's over, and he's like, well, if I would have known it was that easy, I wouldn't have caused a fuss all day. Like literally, I always get the same feedback is that it was fast.
So how do you break that? How do you break that frustration, like that? Fuck, I don't want to be here. I got 1.5 million things I need to get done.
I just I would treat him like he's.
She grabs him by the neck. She said, "Look, happy
Look,
wife,
motherfucker.
happy wife, happy life." And he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh."
Basically,
okay.
I stroke his ego a little bit. Okay.
All right,
Basically,
well, tell
I
me how
make
this
him-
process goes.
I make him my focal point. I'm like, okay, Dad, come here.
You're
here.
very photo.
Oh, you don't go, Daddy, come here.
No, you don't.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
in
make
front of the
him-
wife? No.
Yeah, no.
Negative.
No, she gonna
No, but
fisticuffs later.
I make him feel like he is.
No repeat business.
Right.
After that.
0.0.
He's
Yeah.
the most important person in
Yeah,
the room.
yeah.
Basically, I'll put him in the center, and I'll center his kids around him, and like I'll kind of stroke
Because
his
there's
ego a little
there's so
bit.
many dynamics. Like there's so many
There's
egos
so-
and personalities.
Yeah, but the fact that they're there, they're already.
they're all there
soul.
for a common cause. But that's the thing. But you're dealing with different personalities and different
I've
things
dealt with
that are
blended
unbeknownst
families.
to you.
I have dealt with blended families where the dad's kids don't get along with the current,
Exactly.
and it's crossed.
Exactly
and
my
we
point.
make it work.
And that's
I'm like kids.
that's what I'm asking you. What is that key to success? Knowing that you're walking into a fucking battlefield.
You can't play that card. You have to almost overly compliment them, overly make them feel like.
Sounds like she's
Comfortable.
saying, take
I mean,
a problem and turn it into an
You
opportunity.
have to. I'm
Well,
like,
no,
oh
and
my
that's-
God,
that's what
and
I'm
not
asking
lying when I say
about
that.
her-
I'm like, you've got the most beautiful smile. I want you right here in the front, and I want you. And I just kind of start working it, and then within 20 minutes, they're forgetting who they're sideways with. They're
Yeah.
like trying to strike a pose for me.
I was like,
I mean, a lot of times the moms will text me on the way. Okay, I just want to prepare you. It has not been a good morning, and I'm like.
oh,
I-
you.
but I wouldn't have- I wouldn't have
that's
known.
what I want to talk
Yeah,
about. It's
no.
like you walk in going, "Fuck, I'm
Yeah.
already at a disadvantage. Like, how do I overturn
But
this?"
I love my job so much that within, like I keep saying, 10 to 20 minutes, if they're not enjoying themselves, then shame on me. because I love my job so
That's fair.
much.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of sales personality, obviously, because you can look and see the areas of weakness, see the areas that need to be improved, see the areas of you need to focus on because of predisposition, like animosity, whatever. And you got to like look at the whole picture and go, okay, what's going on with this?
Because if a family of 7, a family of 9, one person can ruin that whole.
Oh yeah,
If they're pouting or if
Yep.
they're not in it. So
that's exactly why I'm asking these questions, because I'm like, how do you deal with that?
And so
how do you overcome that? Like, because to me, like that,
I don't give up and I overshoot. Like because I'm going to get one. If at all.
but you don't have mirrorless, right?
You know
And
what
I
does,
just-
you know, you know what does it for me, right?
I think
Like,
all
look over here at the toy. Look her. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm
Kids act so silly sometimes.
No, yeah, no.
You're dumb, Andy. Anyway, I think
I learned it by watching you.
Shut the fuck up, man. Anyway,
And we need to keep a
We
salt
are-
shaker in here for this motherfucker.
yeah. Now you made me forget what I was going to
Salty
say.
McWright height.
We all
He's back.
overshoot. That's what we do. We all overshoot, even when we shoot. Shoot.
At his age, sometimes they shoot early.
We call those prematures, preemies.
No comment.
I don't have a.
So, what is your experience?
Stacey? I don't have a comment.
And there it
for that.
is. And there it is.
I don't have a comment for that.
Oh shit!
Never happens.
Because
There
it
you
never
go.
fires. It's like Elon. It just goes halfway and blows up.
But it explodes.
Not in the right direction.
Okay, I'm laughing with y'all now.
I love you, bro.
Y'all are fucking stupid. Not you, Stacey.
Thank you.
Failure to launch.
These two-
I don't even know what to say right now.
Oh shit!
Jinxed.
All right.
Woo,
So-
all right.
Oh, damn.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Now, I will. So with that being said, there's
I
one
can't
like
keep from laughing at that because I know it's not fucking true.
Well, you know what the funny part is? I was
I
like,
spit.
no, you didn't. Damn it! I
swallowed.
can't encourage this. I
Shut
gotta stop.
up, man. Damn.
What is the bird of love?
I got a call.
All right, so this is kind of it's always it's a generic question, but the thing is we always ask this of our guests around their career, and you hear this a lot. But what advice would you actually give to somebody aspiring to do what you do as far as a career? Is there any specific thing that spoke to you that said, you know what, this is what I could give to others?
Well, I think with photography, like I go back to the drawing, like the artist who paints. There's so many styles and angles and stories to be told. I don't think you can shoot and miss. Just keep shooting. Like I have a lot of people call me or message
There
me.
you go.
Yes. Just keep shooting. Just keep shooting. It's eventually going to make sense.
I've heard that somewhere before in a Disney movie, only said differently. Just keep swimming. Like Dory, she said that if you can, when what's his name? couldn't
Dory.
find his
Who's
son.
Dory?
Of course, you wouldn't know. You're
Dory's in what?
Actually, you should know. It happened in the ocean, which is salt water. Like
No.
you should definitely
Who's Dory? What?
Finding Nemo,
Wait.
bro.
Oh, Finding Nemo. I thought you were talking about Little Mermaid.
Should know about that one too. Salty again, sea salt.
Asshole.
But yeah, no, that it's the analogy of just keep. I like the way you said just keep shooting.
yeah.
That's what I tell. I mean, that's literally the advice I give people because I've had people inbox me and say, "Do you know where I could take classes, or could I come shadow you?" And I'm like, "You could come shadow me anytime."
Do you charge? No. I would.
No,
But But that's
then I
also
tell 'em to just
that's also
keep-
encouraging her industry though too.
So let me
Yeah.
ask you: Have you ever worked with any universities, any local
TCU.
TCU? Okay,
I shot
like
their
with
whole-
students or
no, they're interiors. They,
no,
they,
no, 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 no. I'm asking: Have you ever worked with students from any?
Oh, I see
yeah,
what you're
yeah,
saying.
yeah. Sorry.
I had one girl who was, I think she was at a community college, and she's like, I really have a passion for photography, and they really don't offer a lot up here. I'm really like, that's my passion. That's what I want to do. And I said, look, I never went to school. I never went to college. I'm straight self-taught. And I said, all I can tell you is go for it. And she messaged me. She's like, do you care if I spend a couple of weekends, and come out? And I let her come out with me. I let her kind of shoot some of my families. And kind of we compared images. And she's still shooting today. She kept shooting.
That's good.
I mean, an up and comer, like I do get where he's coming from a business aspect. I do, but also when you're helping an industry, especially the up and comers, I mean.
So the reason why I'm asking that is because I worked with the Art Institute of Dallas, and I also worked with Media Tech. And both the professors at both places were like, hey, my students need projects to shoot. Please, here's my personal contact information. Let me know any and all projects you have, because my students need projects to fulfill their requirements for their degree. And I'm going, this is a win-win because I get access to all of their equipment. So we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars worth of equipment at my disposal. And Patrick has been with me when I literally piled my entire Tundra full of equipment for photo and video shoots and stuff like that, because I was working with students from Art Institute and Media Tech and stuff like that. And I got to work with some of the cameras and stuff that I couldn't afford at the time. Like Reds, those are 26,000 plus, and Black Magic, Ursula.
Any of those fucking
Yeah, literally, I'm working, and I'm overseeing some of the projects they're working on currently. And it was literally I felt like I got to hand pick who I chose. And they actually came to my studio, and I actually interviewed all of them, and I wrote down notes of each student and what their specialty was and what they were fluent in and where they were going and everything else. And I literally handpicked and chose who I wanted based on their aspirations, what they wanted to do, where they wanted to go. And it was it was really
Cool. I would like to do that.
I'm surprised you haven't, because you get literally access to equipment you would probably never get access to.
That's with Full Sail too. Full Sail does that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
they-
I
They
didn't.
send you everything.
Well, I didn't have contracts with them. I had it with Dallas Art Institute and Media Tech. Those were the
I
two.
think.
I never branched out because I was completely fulfilled with those two.
I think Full Sail does Aries now.
Yeah,
They send out Aries.
and actually, I was gonna go look into Full Sail because
That's a fucking $50,000 camera.
oh, I know Ari's is what
Just the body by itself.
bro. I know. I hear preaching to the choir. So just so you know, Ari's is what 90% of Netflix films are shot with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Now they're going. Now
they
they're
have
going
millions
to
of
6K.
dollars
I
at
don't
their
mean to
disposal,
interrupt.
though.
Hold on. I don't mean to interrupt.
No, go
but,
ahead.
I mean, they're going to 6K now.
Bro, I shoot in 8K.
Netflix.
I'm in 8K now. I'm already in 8K. I've been shooting in 4K, but now I'm in 8K. Yeah, I'm. And it's
What do you-
That
your
takes up
product.
a lot of.
huh?
Your product. Mostly.
Not just products, but just events that I'm at. If I got to do a time lapse, if I got to do certain things, I have a 360 GoPro or not GoPro. What the hell is it called? 360 something camera. Yeah. Anyway, it shoots in 8K.
It's so the AI can look around and talk to Devin at the same time. It's like, ooh.
Well, the AI does do a lot of
Yeah.
the processing.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Fucker.
Oh, AI.
It's like AI, fucker.
I just say AI processes shit, and it's like, all right, cool, got you, daddy.
AI.
No, he's lying. He's like, hey, AI, sweetie, will you process?
Yeah.
Will you please, pretty please, with sugar on top, process this for me?
And you know what? I don't have to get you flowers.
I'll get you some crypto.
Devin doesn't like flowers. Yeah, Devin doesn't like flowers. He's gonna get some cryptocurrency.
I'll get you some crypto, something you can relate to.
Let me get you blockchain, bitch.
I got your blockchain right here.
Anyways. So we're coming up on the 9 o'clock hour. You need to get on the road. I know you got to be up at 3 in the morning.
Yep. Yep.
I'm trying to look out for you because you got to fucking drive.
I ain't worried about it.
Devin.
How do you stay motivated
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and creative
15, 20 more minutes.
in your work? And what are some of the biggest sources of your inspiration?
I kind of asked about the creative part already, but this inspiration.
Well,
Inspiration, yeah. That's key.
Outdoors. Have you been
Outdoors.
outdoors?
Yes.
That's where it is.
Sometimes.
Remember?
All
I
I
get
do
there.
is
And
go
public.
outside.
So far we've been outdoors.
Outdoors and public, yes. If you do those two things,
You got it.
you
No,
got
just
it
playing,
made.
Just playing.
I just think this it's unlimited resources. What we're giving. I mean,
Mhm.
the sunshine and nature and trees
Nature's
and
beauty.
brush and lakes and creeks and streets and people, like they're all just like waiting to be photographed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
So
So let me ask you, if you ever break out your camera and like all of a sudden have a flock of people surround you, happens to me all the fucking
It
time.
does?
Yes.
Oh, that's because
they're
of where you're
wondering what
shooting
you're
at,
doing.
Huh?
What they're curious.
It's
what you're
because of
doing.
where he's shooting at and the type of people
There-
that want to know about his
It's
services.
AI.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
All I see is these
No,
little
no,
operating
it's
systems
people
walking up
curious,
to
and then it's like the establishment owners that are like, I want to speak to you. Like, I want you to shoot our other events and this, that,
I
and
like
other.
that. No.
So, and this has happened to me all the time. And it's literally to the point where, like, I have to bring somebody with me to basically be security when I
love
set things
event
up.
Photography.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I love it too, but like my event photography, it usually ends up being I'm filming it. Yeah, so it's not just photography. I'm filming the whole, like the comedians and stuff.
Somebody
And I was telling
hires
Patrick,
them, and then somebody's like, "You're gonna give me this footage." And you're like, "Well, no, I'll sell it to you though."
yeah,
Right.
no, literally,
much
that's
it.
exactly what happens.
Yeah.
Like Patrick, like told me about this event going on in Allen, and so I showed up, pulled out my camera, set up the tripod,
I
everything.
was sick that weekend. I couldn't make it.
Yeah, and like all of a sudden, I had an entourage of fucking people coming up to me. Who do you work for? Blah blah. What do you do? Do you have a car? Do you da da da? And I'm like going,
Well, the thing is also is that I think that if I was there, I would have kind of just kept them away from.
well, and that was the thing. Is like I had
Yeah.
Natalie. Like she was the only person that was like literally trying to block everybody that was coming up. Yeah, like and that's the thing is like the last probably 5 or 10 times I break out my camera. It's literally an entourage of people that want this and want that. And I'm like, I'm cool with selling the footage to you. But if I'm here and I'm filming, I'm not writing a contract.
Like you're there for your
Yeah.
client. You're there for your.
I'm
client.
there for a specific person. But this is what's been happening lately, where I have all these other people that are like, well, can you give me the footage? Can you give me this? Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, I can for a price. But you're not why I'm here. You didn't hire
Can
me.
you leave me alone?
Right.
Yeah, you leave me the fuck
I'll
alone.
talk to you after the show. But I'm with the DJ.
But like literally, I've had owners, managers, general managers, whatever, owners of clubs and venues like come up to me and like ask me for footage and ask me for this. And I'm like going, you weren't on the contract. So how do you like, have you ever
I
experienced?
just do photos. So really,
Yeah.
for the most part, when I'm shooting events and I'm working the rooms, they just they will come up and say, "Where are these photos? Where can I find your photos?" But nothing really beyond that. Like I just did a huge event in Austin.
Oh shit, that's where I'm going tonight.
Yes, I did a huge event out there 2 Fridays ago, a groundbreaking event for a new home development. The mayor was there, and it was a big ordeal, big production. And I just walked around for 3 to 4 hours shooting tons of photos.
Devin's like, God,
No
I
one
wish,
really said
please
anything.
Leave me alone. I wish I could get that.
It's literally to the point where like I have to bring people with me to, because I
Must be your
get
equipment.
yeah, I bust out the
Oh yeah, that's
bust out the equipment and the lens and everything. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
everything looks like gun cases and he pulls cameras out of it. Yeah, no, that's,
Yeah.
that's
well, no,
that's
actually, I get people that are like, "What are you shooting with? What are you doing?" I'm like, "Here it is." It's like
Cool.
it's right here. Yeah, it's been weird lately versus in the past. In the past, I could just shoot whatever, and I mean, I have press credentials, which I don't know if you have or not, and that gives me access to anything and everything in the entire world. In fact, when I was at Euroshop, I used my press credentials just out of a whim. I was like, fuck it, I have it, right? Like, might as well utilize it. Well, they ended up giving me not only a free pass, which was like $1,200. They gave me free parking, which was another $500. They gave me VIP, which is another $700. So they ended up giving me like $5,000 worth of shit for free. And every day that I went to them and like just talked to them, they handed me free shit. Yeah, and I was like going,
I like free stuff.
this is
Yeah, I
the
like free
way
stuff.
to experience.
That is good.
Yeah,
And the very last day,
Free
they
stuff is
allowed
cool.
us to park right in front of our booth. And I was like going, and of course, none of my work was like, dude, bro, thanks for hooking me up. Thanks for this. Like, they're like, I'm like going, really? Y'all motherfuckers wouldn't be here if it wasn't for me.
oops.
Yeah.
Sorry, you forgot to mention.
And I literally just did it because I'm like, oh, let's see if I can get, let's see what I can get out of this,
Yeah.
right? Like utilize it. Fuck, I have it. I've had it for years, and yeah, it ended up paying very well. And then
Nice.
and it was funny because I ended up being the representative for U.S. for press, so for all the video, photography, everything. Yeah, I was representative of U.S. because I registered. So I was like, shit. I'm like, what does that mean? Do I need to post all this shit? Like,
know.
do I need a hashtag? Like, what the fuck? But it was literally so. If you ever gone to like the Texas Fair, right? So this was
Texas State Fair.
Texas State Fair. This was like 20 gigantic buildings, all like attached. Literally, it takes an entire day to get from one end to the other.
Oh,
Yeah, so I think it was the second to last day. Like, I literally was like, I'm gonna walk this shit and I'm gonna film it. I'm gonna use my press credentials. I mean, I filmed like our competition and everything else, and then of course I walked in, and I actually ended up getting quite a few clients out of it because of the equipment. Just because of the equipment I had, and I was like, "Fuck both you assholes." Y'all are dicks.
Somebody bring my sleep apnea.
I need my CPAP sleep.
You're a dick.
Oh shit! Oh, man. So
Hey, the Stars are winning 3-0.
yes, they are.
All right,
Stacey,
well,
before we head out, real quick, I just want to replug your website. Go ahead and replug it for us one more time.
Yeah, go ahead, do it.
do I do www?
You can do whatever, however
Oh,
you want to deliver.
Yeah,
the
when
news.
you get closer to the mic.
This is yours, a spotlight.
All right.
This is yours right here.
Stacey Photography spelled Staysee photography.com.
Check her out if you need some shoots.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's it.
Full sessions, mini sessions, all of the above. Can they find you on Facebook, social media,
Yes,
anything like that? What you got?
Instagram, Facebook,
Yep.
and the website.
Now, when they look you up on, are they going to look you up by the same name as your website?
Always.
All right,
Mhm,
cool.
Stacey.
So Instagram, Facebook. You got a TikTok? No.
Mhm.
Okay, TikTok as well.
Yep.
What else? What else?
What else? That's it.
Okay,
That's
all right,
it?
Cool.
That's it.
Okay.
So definitely check
all the medias.
it out.
All right. And our next guest is going to be Rick Kirkham from Tiger King. He's going to be here probably next week.
He's gonna be here.
No, he's not going to be here.
Oh, I thought you were saying he's be in studios.
Real
Like,
quick,
hell
No. He'll be in Sweden.
Before we jump to the next part, which one was he?
He was the producer.
Oh
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
dude.
And
was-
he talked they
Okay.
did a lot of interviews on him. So if you
Okay.
go back and watch Tiger King, you'll see him.
Don't give too much away.
So anyway, all
But
right.
yeah,
and
y'all
then,
catch up on Tiger King before
and then
next
we'll
episode.
have Bridget Chavone from L.A. She's a model that I know. Jessica Goldfield from Corinth.
What are these dates?
Don't know the dates yet.
Okay.
Jessica Goldfield from Corinth.
It'll be okay.
She is a psychic reader.
oh
Okay.
hell yes.
She agreed to it today.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
And then,
actually, psychics scare
and
me.
then we have.
I want to know when I'm going to die.
When are you going to shut up?
When you don't.
February.
Shut up. Okay.
I don't want to know
All
when
right.
I want to die. I don't want to know.
And then we'll have later on we'll have Stephanie Wilson. She's a TikTok creator with about 2 million followers.
Hell yeah.
Also, we'll have I am in talks with Darcy DeMoss from the Friday 13th series and Can't Buy Me Love. Too bad I got a email today from Christina Ritchie's publicist saying she's booked.
Oh, I'm sure she is.
Yeah.
That's a
She's
A-lister
booked.
still.
So
Yeah.
She's still an A-list.
yeah,
What is she doing lately? She hadn't
she's
done
doing Wednesday.
She's your mom.
My mom could only be so lucky.
Shut up, Andy! You're such an asshole.
I don't even know if
Thank you, mom.
Yeah.
So she wrapped up. Was she
And I
doing another
did.
season?
I just want to say this. I know that he's going to be in town, but I went ahead and did it anyway. I emailed John Cusack's publicist just to see.
Facebook
Yeah,
user said Dennis O'Neil is coming back.
Yeah, Dennis O'Neil is coming back.
Yeah, God, I hope I'm
Yeah.
here for that. God, that was such a
He's-
good
Yeah,
interview.
he's coming back.
I literally left.
that was a good show.
Yeah,
it was.
bro. That was
Yeah.
a great show. You guys did an amazing job.
Stacey, anytime that you want to come back, hey, you know what? You're welcome to come back to FU podcast.
This is
Nice.
not. This podcast is not a one and done at any
Oh
time.
no,
Yeah.
no, and I'm working on a few others too. So, I mean,
Patrick, as far as guest list this year, is the sole reason for some of the
Hey,
really
Ashley.
awesome guests that we've had so
Way
far.
to go.
and I'm
You're amongst that list, though, so
Yeah.
all kinds of awesome
Yeah.
guests, like I'm saying.
You have
so.
been we have been talking about this for a month and a half, 2 months.
Long time.
Yeah,
Maybe longer.
since Sarah Lewis was on. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's been 2 months.
I don't know, Sarah. I know Rebecca.
Yeah, Rebecca Kennedy. Yeah. Yes. Rebecca wants
So
to come
how,
on,
how do you
which
feel?
reminds me, hold on, sorry.
What?
Which reminds me, Rebecca, if you're listening, I don't know if you are, but she's actually, I think it's producing her first feature film, Sweet Molly, out in LA. And if y'all want to, go to Sweet Molly, I think it's sweetmolly.com, or go to Rebecca Kennedy's Facebook page. And if y'all want to donate and help finance the movie,
Check it out.
you can find the link on her Facebook page.
And we need to
everything.
have her
And-
back on so we can complete that interview because of technical
Yeah, I know.
difficulties.
I know.
Yeah,
And I have not
Spectrum,
contacted her
because of
yet,
Spectrum.
but I will contact Rebecca again and bring her back so she can plug Rebecca or plug Sweet Molly, and Darcy will plug the next Friday 13th that's coming out.
Also, and I think Amber, like, we ran into some technical difficulties.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
we can get Amber back. And
God damn it.
so
This is what I hate. Like, we're at the detriment of, like,
Don't-
Rectum Spectrum. For real.
It's rectum.
And it's funny because, like, when we have problems at work and we're, like, Spectrum business, and I'm, like, going, that's par for the fucking course.
and she did. Oh wait, I got the. Hold on, I got the link right here for Rebecca. But yeah, she would say thank you, and it'd be amazing if people could help out and everything. And here's the link for Rebecca. She's been on SVU. She's been on Station 19.
Yep.
If you kept up with Kennedy.
She was
So-
an awesome guest too. As
Yeah,
well.
she's good. So, all right. So that's what I'm working on. I'm working on a few others too, but it would be really nice, to
Yeah, so
to have Cusack and Blue Diamond. And
that'd be cool
Lamb,
if you
so-
could get Cusack, whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, John.
Hope
Yep.
he doesn't hear that.
It'd be nice.
I still think you're.
Yeah.
I still think you're
Good job,
a good actor.
jackass.
Yep, because he's gonna be in Fort Worth, and he's gonna be talking. I think it's 16 Candles. Yeah, that he's gonna be doing a Q&A with 16 Candles.
Man, I liked him
There,
in
and
Con Air.
And then and then he's going to be in Dallas with God, what was the other movie that he was in that held up the boombox? Say Anything.
Oh yeah.
Say Anything. So he'll be in Dallas talking about Say Anything too, or a Q&A for Say Anything in Dallas. So there you have it.
There you have it.
In closing, go Stars.
Go Stars.
Yep.
All right, go Stars 3-0. Yeah, get it, baby.
And if we don't see you, catch you like COVID.
Yeah, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes.
We'll be around next week.
Everybody, thank you
with,
for tuning
Mr.
in.
Kirkham.
And we will catch you next Tuesday.
Catch you on the flip side.
Catch you on the flip side. All right.
We really got to get that sound bite, man.
All right. Go.